com.
Oh,
yes, don't leak
jeez.
that. Okay, that's very secret.
Oh, I
Sorry.
accidentally.
Oh, my bad. I'm so sorry.
Howdy, howdy.
Howdy,
Hello.
howdy.
Hello there.
It's good
How are
to be
we
here.
all?
Very,
yeah.
very good.
Glad
Excited.
Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Alright, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 3 of Trinity. I will be your dungeon master, CJ Zephyr. Let's go down the
Zephyr.
cast. Shadow, say hello.
Glad to be here today as well.
Malachi, say hello.
No.
No.
What do we expect? Rai, say hello.
Hey.
TheMrWa, say hello.
Hello there.
And TheBarinade, say hello.
Hello.
Alright. So, before we get started, how is everyone doing? It's been a while. It's been a couple of weeks. How are you feeling?
It has. I'm feeling very excited and ready. I'm on the edge of my seat, about to fall off for what's to come in this episode today.
Sounds good, sounds good. So, before we start with the festivities, Mr. Shadow, would you mind giving us a little bit of a rundown of what happened last time? As it was quite
Yes.
eventful.
Yes, so last time on Trinity Isle, the Twitch version of the campaign, the party continued from where they entered. When they came onto Trinity Isle, we made it past the dock house, and we went further up as our goal was to get to Ocean's Edge. But on the way, there was a wrecked caravan, and there was an ambush of 2 goblins and 1 hobgoblin. The party entered a very long, arduous, and difficult encounter with said goblins and hobgoblin, but eventually the party was able to gather their tactics, their strengths, and their magic to finally not murder, but incapacitate their enemies so they could, in the hope, to gather information from them as to what is really afoot on these lands. Guards from Ocean's Edge arrived and ensued a little debate on who would get to interrogate these captives. But the party all got on horseback and rode back to Ocean's Edge, where Cassiopeia and Wa Short Temper were brought back to good health, and our adventure continues as the party has now finally made it to Ocean's Edge.
Lovely, lovely. And I believe, Mr. Short Temper, you did a bit of bartering as well, and you have fashioned yourself a new weapon.
Yes, I now carry 2 short swords rather than a 2-handed weapon.
Lovely. And so, with that, we shall continue. After fetching yourself a mighty blade in the replacement of your short sword, your great sword, forgive me, you enter into the tavern.
Yeah.
You enter the tavern alongside your companions who are already in the building. Cassiopeia no longer using her crutches. She has decided that she is better off without them. She's too good for that. And I will now give you all the opportunity to decide where in the tavern you would like to situate yourself. Be it at your table, which Takumi got for you, at the bar, or at any of the patrons. And if you want to run down of that again, I can happily give that to you.
I'll sit at the bar. I think Wa is sitting at the bar, right? Or is that not Wa?
No. You're right. Wa did say he was gonna go to the bar. There is also the I forget what else is at the bar. The metal thing. That one. I know the orcs at the back. I know there's the elves close by our table, and
As a little rundown, yeah. At the table next to you, there's a pair of elves and some elegant embroidered leather armor. There is an orc in the corner of the room at their own table, dark with papers strewn across, and a great axe sort of on his lap. And at the very end of the bar sits a metal figure, a warforged, who is just sort of sat on their own, looking at a little book, from the looks of it.
Okay,
So-
I'll go sit by the Warforged.
Okay, Cassiopeia will go by the Warforged. Why do you want to go by the bar? Just generally?
Yeah, just by the bar.
Okay. Seelia, where would you like to go?
I will follow Cassiopeia at the bar.
Okay. Kretash, where would you like to be?
Kretash is probably also going to be sitting at the bar.
Alright, and Takumi, would you like to go to the bar as well, or would you like to go somewhere else?
I will stay at my table for now.
You'll stay at the table. Okay. So, as the four of you go off to the bar, as Takumi sort of secures a table for the group, the bartender, bald-headed with an orange, well-trimmed beard, will look up at you four. How are you then? Just come in from the boat, I see. Not seen your faces around here quite before. What can I get for you?
What do you have?
We've got your typical all sorts of ales and beers, couple of wines if you want to splash some of the coin around. We've got plenty
I
of
would like
hot
to try
meals.
a typical ale.
A typical ale. And he will sort of look around his bar on a little shelf underneath, and he will pull out a brown bottle with a cork and slide it over to you. And for the rest
graciously
of you,
accept.
what'll it be?
I'll get the same.
Another ale?
Nothing
the
for
young lady?
Kretash.
Nothing for you, and
Whiskey,
whiskey, of course.
please.
He will slide another ale to Seelia, and then look to you, Short Temper. Dwarven or human?
Dwarven.
You like a fire in your belly. I like that. And he'll sort of reach up to one of the highest shelves and pull down this black bottle, open it, and pour a small but fully filled to the brim glass and slide it to you. That'll be 3 silver for all of those.
I'll buy all of them.
You buy all of them, okay?
Yeah.
He sort of swipes the coin gently, and we'll just put it in this little lockbox at the end of the bar, lock it up with a key, and put it in his back pocket. Right, well, if there's anything else you need, just let me or one of the barmaids know. We look after the new folk. Enjoy your stay. And he will saunter off into the kitchen.
I swear I just heard Barinade.
I heard that too.
Yeah, you see a dark curly-haired young man walking around in a little maid outfit, choker and all. Yeah.
Choker and all.
Those who don't know, that's Barinade's next cosplay.
Yep. Looking forward to
Oh
that
my
one.
god.
But yes, so you are all handed your drinks. Is there anything you four would like to do before we go to Takumi?
Do you have sunflower seeds by any chance?
The bartender has left, but you do see sort of a bowl of nuts and seeds and such sort of on the side that's people have been picking at through the night, and you could presume that that's sort of freebies.
Okay. I like to peck at it, kind of like, you know that little woodpecker that you can buy for your desk that kind of like
Mhm.
kneels over and like pecks
Yep,
at the thing? I want to
okay.
do that to repeat
Yeah.
a little bit here and there.
You get a couple weird looks, but most people kind of just let you do what you want, and you get this salty taste going down your throat as you slowly start to peck away at the seeds. Anyone else? I'll assume not for the moment. We will go to Takumi, and Takumi, as you're sort of sat at the table, roll me perception.
All right. first roll. Perception. Did that show up? 5.
5. Okay,
Got
so
5.
at the table next to you, the elves are speaking in their mother tongue, and you can't quite identify what it is they're saying above the noise of the tavern and the music and such. However, you do specifically hear one word. You hear the words wolf. But that is all you can pick up. Is there anything you would like to do?
Okay. Alright, first of all, what time of day is it again?
It is
So
it
far.
is coming to like the sun is setting at the moment.
Right. Okay. Is there any indicator on our table that this table is reserved for the party? Just so no one else takes it.
I mean, there's
when-
no sign on the table, but you could leave your stuff there, and that would people would sort of assume that it's taken.
Alright, how far away are the group of elves from me?
They are like the table next to you. There's a little bit of distance between the tables, for politeness, but they are at the table next to yours.
Okay. I will just leave my backpack where I was sitting, and I would like to approach the group of elves.
Okay. They don't really take any notice of you as you get closer. You can see they have a map in front of them that they're both kind of drawing on with quills.
Alright. I will call out to them in the elvish tongue. Excuse me.
One of them will look up to you and not say a word, but they will. You have their attention.
May I have a seat? I would like to ask some questions. Me and my party were new here.
What kind of questions are you looking to ask, human? He says in the elven language. And
Yeah,
you
I'm
can
just-
presume this entire conversation will be in elven.
Yes. Okay. We recently arrived from our voyage from the charter, and we're wondering what's going on in this part of the world. Right as we got off, we engaged in plenty of combat. There were goblins attacking, hobgoblin commanding them. This place seems like it's in a lot of trouble.
It's just the Goblin War. It's been happening for a few months now. You get used to it.
There's a goblin war?
The goblins started
What-
sticking their nose into places they don't belong, and the humans took offense to it.
Do they usually cause this much trouble, this much damage?
If you're lucky, they just steal your stuff. Sometimes they'll wreck your caravans, other times they'll come into your home and wreck all your candles and beds. They're goblins, they do what they want. The guard haven't really had that much luck stopping them. Like I said, the war's been going on for some months now, and I doubt it'll end anytime soon.
I see. Has this town of Ocean's Edge at least been secure enough for the people?
Secure this place. Look at it. It's a seaside town at best. What kind of security would you find in a place like this? Nothing compared to the great cities.
That would make sense, yes. Do the guards here, are they just laid back and lazy, or do they actually give somewhat of a damn?
Even if they did give a damn, what good would they do? The only one that really seems to care is Rithik and Iswat. Rest of the guards just drink their nights away.
Well, that certainly puts things in perspective. By any chance, have any of you all seen another human male accompanied by serpent people? He'd be wearing similar attire like me, medium armor with some plate on the chest and shoulders, some on the legs, a little more tanner, slightly more tanner skin than mine, black hair, slicked in the sense.
I've not met a human worth paying attention to, no.
I see.
If that'll be all, we'll get back to our work.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you for wasting
will-
it.
I will just smirk and chuckle a bit.
Sorry.
Time wasted looking at that paper?
Leave us alone, human. Go fight in your war.
I will go back to my table.
Alright. As we go back to the party of 4 at the bar, would anyone like to do anything?
I was gonna sit there and drink.
Just gonna sit there and drink. Make me a con save. Cassiopeia and Seelia do not have to do this, they've just got a basic ale.
Yeah, we don't mess with alcoholics too much.
What did you get?
4.
4.
So,
in
the
character, we're chugging it down.
The three of you, as Seelia and Cassiopeia, you're sort of sipping at your drinks and eating the seeds. Kretash, you're kind of just stood there watching over the whole thing. You sort of see Wa get a little bit wobbly, while you are slightly hazy. This was a lot stronger than you were intending it. You feel a slight burning in your chest.
He's acting like this wasn't my intention all along.
And Wa, make me an athletics check.
An athletics check. Oh, this is gonna be a good one. 14.
Ooh.
Okay, well, let me roll. Yeah, you are able to stay on your feet, luckily.
Ta-da!
Although there is a very light layer of sweat at his hairline. There was something different about that drink. It's stronger than anything you've tasted in recent memory.
I can taste it again on the sweat on my brow.
And
If Wa looks wobbly, can I stabilize Wa?
you can do.
Alright, I'll put my hands on either shoulder to prevent him from keeling over completely, if that looks like it might be a possibility.
Hey, how's it going? You're a bird person.
Yeah, an Aarakocra, yes.
Hey. You're
I
alright.
I let go of Wa
What?
a little bit.
I don't
What
mind
is
you. You're alright.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
You seem good, aside from the wobbliness. Be careful.
It's a phase. I'll get over it.
Kretash and Seelia, would you like to respond in any way?
Kretash is gonna walk off. Kretash is gonna go join the elves.
Kretash is
Kretash?
gonna go over to the elves, okay. And Seelia.
I guess Celia's gonna follow him. A little behind.
Okay.
Like, not exactly approaching,
Yeah.
but kind of like staying within
yeah,
earshot.
within earshot, absolutely. The elves pay no attention to you, Kretash, as you get closer.
I want to eavesdrop. I want to hear what they're saying.
Roll me a perception check.
Do I run as well? Because also...
If you want to try and overhear what they're saying, if you can understand
I'm
the
nosy. Am I nosy?
If you
I'm
can
nosy.
understand the other language, you two can
I
roll.
can, yeah.
Yeah, both of you roll perception.
Oh fucking hell!
Where was... sorry?
It's in the middle of
Passive.
your screen. It should be near persuasion performance.
Ah, perception. Yeah, I found it.
There you go.
I would also like to.
Well
talk-
done.
I'm
Whenever
glad
they're
one of
done.
us can
Dirty
understand him.
20.
All right.
Whenever
So
they're done, I'd like to.
yeah, sure, Shadow. Just give me a moment. Kretash, you hear nothing more than the occasional word forest, wolf. Seelia, your ears sort of prick up a little bit and you sort of tune in like a radio into the conversation. Well, it looks like we could check out the wolf den. It's just on the edge of the enchanted forest. Really? You think wolves would hang out in a place like that? You looking to get yourself killed? We're dealing with wolves, not werewolves. We'll be fine. We'll set out in a few days. We'll find it. Don't you worry.
Okay.
And then they go back to drawing on the map.
Okay. I would like to grab Kretash's attention and be like, try and like pull him a little bit more to the side, more far away from.
Kretash will follow. Kretash will follow.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be like, those elves were talking about hunting wolves or something like that near the edge of the enchanted forest. I wonder what that's about.
Maybe. Maybe we should ask them.
I mean, if you'd like to approach them, you could. But then we're gonna let them know that we overheard, which I doubt they're gonna be very open to, you know?
Kretash is gonna walk up to him and go, so, I was just eavesdropping. So,
Celia. Oh, jeez.
I'll just follow him.
Smooth.
Where are we hunting wolves? I need something to kill.
The elves will look up at you.
And
Eavesdropping.
I'm gonna be like leaning on their table. I'm going to be in their personal space.
Yeah, they'll look up at you. Eavesdropping. I'd expect
Yeah,
nothing else
that's
from
what
a
I said.
drow and a half-breed.
Wow.
So,
Oh,
again,
you
I'll
think I...
ask, where are
Sorry,
we
what-
going and what are we killing?
Outside and you if you don't back off.
That'd be a dream.
Don't be an idiot, drow. You don't belong here.
As if you do. Do you
I
think
know.
that the people here have any higher of an opinion on you lot than they do on us? Far as they care, we're in the same boat. Is it elf, half out, or draw? Do you think that someone else is gonna like have your back?
Yes.
Do you think you can handle it on your own?
Yes.
I heard you. I heard you all throwing a little bit of a hissy fit of like, are you sure you're gonna be okay? Are you sure you're gonna handle them? Oh, they're just wolves, not werewolves. Really?
Don't worry about my brother. He worries too much.
I mean, your brother might have more brains than you.
He's
So-
new to the Royal Guard. He'll gain his bravery in time.
It's not about bravery, sometimes it's borderline stupidity. But yeah, we could help you out if you'd like.
You'd know a lot of that stupidity, wouldn't you?
So,
Yeah, because I have to interact with
Who's-
people like you.
who's Royal Guard? The worthless goblins?
The Royal Guard of Queen Tree, Queen of Nila Serena, ruler of the Enchanted Forest, Lady of Trinity Isle. If you had to know.
I mean, we haven't exactly seen her around, so... I heard she went off somewhere. And I'm guessing now you're doing this work on behalf of her. Again.
Queen Tree
Aw,
has not left
Too
the
bad, so
country
sad.
in 50
No
years.
lady.
Do not compare her to that idiot Lady Deathbane.
Oh. 50 years, though. That's a long time to not be acquainted with what's going on in the outside world.
She's fully aware of what's going on in the outside world. The outside world are the ones who don't know what goes on here, and we...
No. Celia, it's not too long to be unattached to the outside world. It's too long to put up with these idiots.
Ah, true. I mean, I guess we could always just go and check out what's going on with the wolves ourselves. Might do a better job than them.
Probably
Anyway.
cleaner too.
Yeah, looking at them, smelling them. Oh my god.
The only
Let's head
thing
out.
clean about you will be your bones when the wolves are done with you.
We'll
Get
see.
out of my sight, half-breed.
You're
Take
saying
your
as if
pet
I weren't.
with you.
Oh my. Yo.
Woof. Kretash is gonna walk away now.
I was not prepared for that.
I love that. That was amazing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna follow Kretash.
As they walk away, Takumi, you said you want to do something. You overhear this entire conversation.
All right, I overheard that. Where like what's the distance between Seelia, Kretash, and I?
About 5-10
Like,
feet.
still-
Like they had to walk past you to get to their table.
Okay. I'm gonna go up. All right. I'd like to go to near the Warforge now.
Up to the bar? Okay.
Yeah, he's sitting up on it is sitting up on the bar stool along with Cassiopeia and Wa, right?
Yeah, so Cassiopeia and Wa are sort of at the front of the bar. The Warforge is at the side at the far end. Hello, Sammy.
Hello there.
But yes, the Warforge is at the bar, but they're at the far end.
Right.
Whereas Wa and Cassiopeia are more in the middle.
Yeah, as I make my approach, is it still just looking at the book?
It has put its foot down at this point, and it kind of looks like it's packing up.
Okay, before I take a seat next to it, I'm going to look to the side over towards Cassiopeia and Wa. What are they doing right now?
What are they doing? That's a good question. Cassiopeia,
Yeah.
wow, what are you up to now that a little bit of time has passed? And while you've recovered from your shot,
That was good. I'm just gonna walk out.
just gonna walk out.
I'm just gonna walk out of the bar.
Okay, just into the street.
Just gonna walk into the street, peruse around a little bit.
Okay, very quickly we will go with that. While you exit, it is getting dark at this point. The apothecary opposite the road is packed up, and there is no sign of the old gentleman. Mothers are ushering their children inside. You can see the smoke from the smelter at the far end of town. That smoke plume has disappeared and sort of drifted off into the sky. Torches are being unlit, and there's a couple guards kind of just on patrol, but they seem pretty chill. It's a nice, cool, breezy night. Okay, as well.
Do I know where the dungeons are, or like the prison cells are? Would I know that after
You would
spending the
no,
day here?
you wouldn't have seen anything like that yet.
Then I would like to approach one of the guards, acting mildly drunk, and say, "So if I get into trouble, what happens?"
Roll me performance,
Okay.
since you are pretending to be drunk.
6.
The guards will
Oof.
sort of look at you and sort of laugh to themselves. Oh, well, then we would just take you straight to Gaidanus and have you decapitated, mate. I
Hey, that's
suggest
actually
you...
pretty. I'll sober up and do it. Oh, that's pretty impressive, actually. Well done, you passed my test.
Yeah. Well, we suggest you go inside and get yourself either more to drink or get yourself a bed to rest in. Curfew's up soon.
Curfew?
Yeah.
There's a
Curfew.
curfew here?
With the goblin attacks, we want to make sure everyone's safe. Yes, there is a curfew.
Okay. Where's your headquarters so I can speak to your head guard tomorrow? I need to discuss business with him. On a serious note now.
There's a small building. You go towards the armor, and you, in fact, I can show you, because I have the map. If you give me a moment, guys. And this will sort of be a bit helpful to describe. Texture might take a minute to load in, because it's a pretty big one. But
Loading
map.
in.
That's what she said.
so you go towards the armorer, and you take a right before you get there, and there's this small building. That'll be where the garrison is. But whether or not he'll be there, who knows? He's a busy man these days.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time, good sirs.
It's
I
alright.
will chuck them a silver piece each.
One of them will take it, but the other one will hand the coin back to you and say, "No need, we're just doing our job."
Much appreciated.
And they will sort of wander back to their patrol. We will go back to Takumi for the moment. In fact, very quickly before we go to Takumi, Cassiopeia, as Wa walked outside, what did you do?
I think I'm just staying in the same spot. I'll just keep an eye out if there's any sus activity. If there's any sussy little barkers, I like to keep them in my sights. But I'm just kind of surveying the
You
area.
take
and see if there's
1d6 damage for that shit.
1d6
Yep.
cringe damage.
I will talk with Takumi, and whilst I do that, I would like you to roll either perception or investigation, whichever you prefer, whichever you think
Alright.
better suits. But to Takumi, you've seen Wa walk out. You sort of see Cassiopeia scanning the crowds. What would you like to do?
Ooh.
Okay. Since I see Cassiopeia is keeping her eye on the bar, us included, I feel safer in approaching and talking to the stranger. I will take a seat next to the Warforged while Cassiopeia is looking in our direction before she looks in a different direction.
Okay.
I will take a seat and say, "Greetings, Warforged."
He will say nothing to you.
Did I at least get their attention?
I mean, they looked at you, but then they just went back to packing up.
You look like you're in a rush.
Going to go meet someone.
What are your thoughts on the dangers afoot in this land?
Me and my party have had no trouble. We are fine.
Okay, so now that I can see this character better, what's the color of their chassis, and do their eyes or mouth give
So-
off any light?
They are sort of an iron grey with some brass trimmings over the shoulder, over the arm, over the legs. They have a shield in one hand and a sword sort of attached to their waist. Their eye is less of a glow, and it's more like a metal eyeball. And when they speak, their mouth does not move. It's like it's sort of, the voice just kind of emanates from them.
Alright. Alright, I will just say in response, well, my party and I have encountered some trouble out there, but I can see you're in a rush. Just be careful out there.
I will. And he will. I apologize to my chat for the dog. He will sort of walk away from the bar and go up a flight of stairs. That is to the left of the bar, in the far left corner of the room. There's a flight of stairs that goes upwards. He will walk up, and you will all hear as these sort of heavy metal steps emanate from this Warforged. Cassiopeia, as you are scanning the tavern, and you can see that most people are either leaving to go home or are going upstairs to where you presume the rooms are, you see the orc is ripping up a couple pieces of paper and throwing them into the fireplace, and then looking at another one and folds it up, puts it in his satchel, looks at two more, shakes his head, rips them up, throws them in the fireplace.
Okay, and I catch this orc doing this.
Yes.
Could I walk up to the orc and ask them what they're doing?
I mean, you can, yeah. It's nothing stopping you.
Excuse me, I noticed you disposing of your rubbish in an interesting way.
He'll look at you and look you up and down. Useless papers. Nothing that concerns you.
Okay, she'll if it doesn't concern me, she'll turn around.
Okay.
She'll just kind of nod.
To that, he will kind of give you a slightly more gentle look and nod to you as a sort of a thanks for respect. And, you know, you do feel that he lowered his guard a little bit, and he is more friendly to you than initially because of your actions.
If you do not wish me to pry, then I won't do any such thing.
I don't want people getting hurt with my business.
What about birds getting hurt with your business? Are you against that as well?
Well, if you're referring to yourself, then yeah. I'll consider you a person. Most
What kind
women, but I'm not most people.
What kind of people hurting business are you in?
I'm hunting someone. Dangerous.
So you're like a bounty hunter.
Let's say a fancy bounty hunter.
Django.
Okay. Is that anything you'd ever require any help with or assistance?
Let me just roll something real quick.
Okay. As she says help or assistance, I think she would kind of like spread her wings just a little bit as if to kind of imply
Yeah.
that she's got resources that she can use.
He will sort of lean in a little bit. If you ever come across a Goliath with a flaming red beard, you let me know.
How do I get into contact with you? How do I know where to find you? Or let you know?
I'm staying in this tavern until I find leads. You'll find me here every night.
Okay. My name's Cassiopeia. It's nice to meet your acquaintance.
The name's Reek.
Reek?
Yeah.
Okay. How do you spell that?
I will type it to you.
Okay. I'm wondering if there's like a fancy spelling or anything like that. Maybe
Can I just
actually.
say, my cat heard that through my headphones, and my cat is now pissed.
Wow, how could you? You're like a phone alarm.
I can make phone alarms.
That's why
Okay,
here's my
I think-
ringtone.
I think to that, Cassiopeia would then, not a final time, bowing her head a little bit deeper as if to insinuate that that's where she'll end the conversation, unless there's anything that Reek would like to ask of her as well.
No, he kind of starts packing his stuff up as well. But he will
Okay.
give you a nod of approval.
Okay, she'll respectfully leave. Cassiopeia
Do
isn't one
I-
to necessarily pry if she's told not to.
Okay.
Do I see this happen?
No, you are distracted by the Warforged.
Alright, so by the time the Warforged left, what do I see?
Cassiopeia just walking back to the bar.
Okay.
Well, just to clarify, have you gone back to the tavern at this point, or are you still outside?
I'm still outside.
What would you like to do outside?
I would like to approach towards the garrison.
Okay. You walk over and you can see that there is a single torch that is lit outside the garrison. There is a table and there is a chair and there's some playing cards on the table, but no one is sat there.
Does it look like that would be where they would house criminals, or?
You can't really identify much from the outside. It looks like a typical house. A small one, but it looks like a typical house. You can presume that this building was more repurposed to be a garrison, as opposed to built to be a garrison from your military background.
I'd like to walk around the garrison to look at points of entry.
There is a single window around the back of the garrison, but it is barred and locked shut.
Can I see through it?
Roll me perception to see how much you see, because you're trying to look through quite a tight space.
13.
You can see, you can see that there is a room, and you can sort of see that there looks to be some kind of steps that go down, and you do see a couple of figures walking about, but you can't identify them. The glass is quite difficult to look through, both with the bars and it being quite dusty.
Okay.
But you can identify that there are people inside, and there seems to be like people walking up and down some stairs in the corner of the room.
And there's no other entry, just the window at the back.
No,
and
just
door
the
at
window
front.
and the door. There's both the two other. Basically, you have the door where the path is on the map. You have the window on the opposite side. The two other walls on the left and the right are completely blank. They're just stone.
Okay. After gathering that information, I will head back towards the tavern.
And as you walk back, you do hear a bell being rung from the tavern itself, and you see the tavern owner standing at the door, calling to everyone. Curfew's up, ladies and gents. If you're staying in the tavern, come by a bed. Otherwise, get yourselves home. You know how dangerous it can be this time of night.
I'll go to buy a bed.
Okay.
Same.
I'm actually gonna, before that, as Seelia and I are walking back, I'm gonna pull, Kretash will pull Seelia aside and just say, you know, I appreciate the assistance back there, and I'm sorry for the way I've been acting lately. You know, we didn't meet at a great time, and now this business with Baldir, it's been a lot.
Yeah, I really appreciate your honesty, and I'm sorry about your friend. I hope that we can find him soon. I totally get how that would throw you off a bit. And yeah, don't worry, I got you. Those were a bit asshole moves from those dudes, but I mean, we can check out the wolves and see what's up.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Okay. And Cassiopeia, you said you want to try and buy a room?
I would like to try and buy a room. Well, I'm under the impression that I'm buying a bed. I don't know how much of a room I'm buying yet.
Okay. Well, you go over to the bar, and there is a younger boy, probably no older than 15, 16, sort of standing there. Can I help you?
Hello, yes, I heard that I could buy a bed here.
Yeah, we allow people to rent rooms for the night, and newcomers get the first night a little bit cheaper. So, how many are you looking to house?
She looked around to the rest of the party, and I think there's going to be a total of 5 of us. So she would say 5.
He will sort of pull out this big dusty book and sort of look through it. The
Wait, I
attic
forgot to
room is
include
free.
myself. That's 6 total. I can do math.
And that's still 5. You were right the first time.
No.
You were right the first time.
No, but like the dude we're missing, maybe that's why. We would have been 6 with him.
Oh no, it is 5.
Yes.
You're right.
I said 5.
Yeah.
Baron,
I counted the
Except for
players, and then I
the
looked at the
DM.
cameras, and I was like, "Wait a minute,
Yeah.
there's 6 cameras though. I missed somebody."
It's like,
Baron,
Flippy, you're
you-
staying with us.
Yeah,
Our
alright.
DM is gonna
Congrats,
stay with
Zephyr.
You see a limpy
Where
little
the
boy.
DM's gonna
in
bunk with us.
Yeah.
You see a
Yes.
limpy little boy in the corner of the room. He will look through the book, and we have the attic room. No one's taken that.
How much for the attic room?
How many nights do you want to stay?
1 night for now, but we can refresh that. Is that correct?
Yeah, as long as no one else takes it. But we can reserve it for you in the morning if you think you're coming back. But if you're not back by the time the curfew bell is rung, it will be free for anyone else who wants to take it.
Okay, does it cost any money to reserve it?
No, you pay per sleep, not per reservation.
Alright,
But
I would like to pay for one
every
sleep
night,
and one
every
reservation.
night after this will be more expensive because you'll no longer be newcomers.
Oh, I see, okay.
Okay.
Understood.
So that will be the attic room minus the gold for newcomers. That'll be 2 gold pieces.
Kretash is gonna jump in and pay for that.
Oh, are you jumping in to pay for the whole room?
Yeah,
Kretash, I'm sorry, what are you doing?
paying for the room.
But this room is for all of us.
I know. Kretash is gonna drop to and walk off.
Okay, Cassiopeia, if she sees Kretash doing that, she won't necessarily attempt to stop it.
As Kretash walks off, the boy will hand a small golden key to you, Cassiopeia. He will take the coins and put them in the lockbox at the end of the bar, put the book away, and smile to you. I hope you have a pleasant night.
To you as well, thank you.
And he will go back into the kitchen.
Okay, how far off has Kretash walked?
And that time he's probably made it to the foot of the stairs.
Okay, I think she'd like to kind of half walk, half flutter over with the key.
Okay.
Kretash, I
Takumi.
think
Oh, yep.
since
sorry.
you paid for the room, you should probably hold on to this key.
It's fine. You hold on to it.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
She kind of bows a little bit. Thank you for entrusting me with this duty. I'll
Okay.
protect it for you. If you'd like the key at
Kretash
any
will
time, let me know.
Kretash will just nod and continue heading up.
Well, by the time
She'd
you
head up.
made it to the bar, you'll have seen Kretash throw some money to the boy at the bar, and he and Cassiopeia are walking up to the stairs while Takumi's Seelia. Is there anything you guys would like to do before you head up?
Yes, I would like to head back to my table and signal the party, signal a bartender, barmaid, whoever. No one's eaten yet, so I want to eat.
A barmaid will come over to you, fiery red hair curled into a sort of curly ponytail. We can have
Hello
food
there.
delivered up to you.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah, your friend's just bought a room, so if you know what you'd like to eat, we can have it brought up to you before you go to bed.
Yeah. Do I place my order now or later? How does this work?
I can have someone come up and see you.
All right, that makes sense. Thank you.
No worries. And she'll hand you your backpack and she'll start cleaning down the table as more
Well, I will
people
check out
start-
the red-headed woman.
Okay.
Zephyr, I had a feeling this was gonna happen.
This is always gonna happen. What do you mean?
That's right. Yeah, well, you see this sort of slightly dark-skinned, sort of tanned woman with red hair curled back and sort of
Yep.
ponytail.
Tell me more. Tell me more.
Okay.
She's got really hairy arms.
That's fine with me.
Oh,
Celia, what would you like to do?
I will follow Cassiopeia and Kretash up to the room. Or
As
down the room.
yeah,
Down.
sorry.
Just sorry
So
for
I-
everything.
Just sorry for everything. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna go downstairs with them, I guess, and
Upstairs.
kind of maybe upstairs. Did you
Yeah.
say attic? What is an
Yeah,
attic?
attic room.
Attic's the top floor.
Ah, basement's the sorry, I'm not English. This is fine. Okay, let's go to the. That sounds cool. That sounds attic is
yeah.
better.
I'm also gonna make my way up there from what I've heard. So I'll
Yeah.
go there.
Yeah, and after checking out the woman at the bar, I'm gonna pull Kretash aside before he heads up.
Okay, you're sort of halfway up the stairs as you,
Yeah.
Kretash, you feel this strong hand on your shoulder.
What?
We need to talk.
The hand.
While like the
Kretash
hairier
would just
type of
nod.
member. So I'll head that down a couple of steps, and I would basically say, okay, so I scouted out the garrison to see if there was any form of entry, because it looks like we're not going to be able to get into that goblin, and obviously we have something we need to deal with that goblin, don't we?
Indeed.
So give it a couple of days. I'm going to make a plan, and we're going to be able to get in there, hopefully without them noticing. And if they do notice, we'll try and get the information we need anyway. Just trust me, whenever something like what happened earlier happens, I'm not doing it to be a knob. I'm doing it to try and get answers for you.
And because you are a knob.
And because I'm a massive alcoholic knob. I will admit that.
Bungle, if we can clip that.
If we're all on the stairs,
the alcoholic, not me.
if we're all walking on the stairs, do the rest of us hear this or not?
No, I've
If
pulled him
you
down
want
the
to
stairs
try
with
and listen in, you can roll perception. But you wouldn't hear it passively. You'd have to make the effort to try and listen into their conversation.
Alright, I don't think I'd really have a reason
Yeah.
to do that right now, so
Because
I'll
from the
just...
sounds of it, while you were hushed and trying to
yeah.
be quiet.
that, and I was hiding my excitement from the red-headed bar woman.
You fucking slut.
I'm sure. Alright, so how much farther before we get to the room?
I mean,
of ours?
you gotta go up all the. There's about there's another flight of steps you'd have to go up. There's
Okay.
there's the floor you're on now. Yeah, I see you are. There's the floor you're on now, which has most of the rooms, and then the floor above you is the attic room.
Alright,
see,
so
they'd be shit one. Nah, no, you've lost me.
I'll be back in a moment, by the way, guys.
Go for
Okay.
it.
As those two are talking, I would like to go up to and get the attention of Cassiopeia and Seelia.
Go
It's
for it.
me.
Hey,
Hello.
did
Hi.
you two figure anything out? Find out any information? I had not much luck with a group of elves in the Warforge. How did things go on both of your ends?
Is Kretash near us, or is he behind with War?
They're behind. No, they're
still-
behind you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Yimizu. Feel free to put it in my section of the Discord,
Aw.
or just
Okay,
DM it to
I
me.
think nothing too pertinent, but I'm on the lookout for a Goliath with a fiery red beard.
Well, me and Kretash overheard the elves talking about a wolf near the Elven Forest. Elven? No?
Enchanted.
That. We overheard the elves talking about a wolf near the Enchanted Forest, so that was interesting.
Yeah, I think I did overhear them saying something about a wolf. So we might have werewolves about, won't we?
Could be.
So, can I interrupt the game for just 1 minute, please?
Sure. What do you want to say?
No.
60
what-
seconds
what-
starting now.
At what point, you know, if you order from a takeout, right, and you order a tango as a drink, you would assume you're getting an orangeade, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not goddamn apple tango.
That sounds better.
I can see-
honestly.
Apple Tiger sounds better, actually, almost. That sounds kind
Yeah.
of
Yeah, but I was expecting orange. It's disappointing because it didn't tell me what flavour it'd be. Anyway, we can carry on now.
Yeah. No worries. No worries.
Sorry about that. Thank you.
Talking about
fine.
Seelia. Continue. Cassiopeia. Thank you, Yimizu.
Well, I think that Seelia doesn't really have anything else to say apart from that, like the wolf part.
I also have this key to the room for which has been entirely paid for by Kretash.
Damn.
Yeah,
Kretash.
I heard we got a room. Thanks to the both of you for doing that for us.
We gotta wait for Kretash though, because he's down with Wa. I'm gonna like just look at the party and be like, okay, we can all go and like talk in the room when we're all together, because apparently we're bunking and stuff, and see what we're gonna be doing next, since we all do kind of want to know what is going on in this weird town. And yeah. So I'm gonna be like, call up one Kretash and be like, are you all coming up? Like, let's talk.
We're coming up
Da-da-da.
Okay.
the world. No.
You all make your way up the second flight of stairs. Cassiopeia, I assume you use the key on the door.
Please.
I would like to
Please.
approach and use my key that I have in my inventory. I would use it on the door. Does it work?
As you open...
Am I rolling for anything?
No.
Okay.
Yes, roll me athletics on the door handle.
Okay.
No, you're good. As you
Real
open the
important
door...
question: do you push or pull the door?
Oh no.
I think I'd inspect the. I
Confusion.
think Cassiopeia is the type of person to look at the door frame to see if it's a push or pull.
It's actually both. You could do either.
Shitty lock.
I think it's still locked even if you push or pull.
You don't know
It's just
how
kind of like it's like one of those store doors, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So
the bolt lock.
You unlock the door, and there's no gear whatsoever on the lock. It is smooth, as though it took no effort at all. You open the door and you reveal a large room with a nice blue and green rug, circular in the exact center of the room. At the far end, there is a circular window, of which you can now see the moon rising, and it almost perfectly
The moon rising?
sits.
That's cool.
It almost perfectly sits in the window itself. You see 4 single beds, all perfectly made, crisp sheets and warm, fluffy pillows sat there, each with its own bedside, with a couple of drawers and a candle. And at the far end below,
Just double check. How many beds did you say?
4 single beds, and then there is a large double bed underneath the window.
Seelia is just gonna launch into the room and claim the double one. Gonna go
I
prop.
I will take
Um,
one of the beds on the left closest to the window.
who's the biggest character? Like, has anyone got any more bigger? Like, is there a species-wise? There's no one that's specifically large.
No,
is
not.
there?
I mean,
Okay.
you're all roughly
I'm
the same
pretty
size,
small.
yeah.
Yeah. So like Celia's just gonna go and like run to the
Yeah.
bed, like maybe jump around on it a little bit and be like, thanks for
Yeah,
the night.
if anything, Cassiopeia is slightly smaller than the rest of you, but otherwise you're all humanoid size. There's no one who's outlandishly large. At least when you're out of armor. When you're in armor, why you're probably the largest with your plates.
No,
For
we
a
don't
second
sleep.
there, I thought you were gonna pull out. There was only one bed, like for a single one, and I'm just like,
If there was 4 singles, I would have slept on the floor. So
No, you wouldn't have.
I would have offered to
No, you
sleep on
wouldn't
the floor.
No, because Kretash is actually going to claim a spot in the corner of the room because Kretash doesn't sleep.
Kretash has got a wank corner, everyone.
Say that in
Yeah, so
character.
Kretash, less sleep, more meditation. But yeah, there are a couple of chairs in the room as well, so you could claim a chair if you were so inclined, and each chair has got a single cushion on it. It's quite a nice
that her?
room. Yes.
Could I look to see if
Sorry,
in this
can I-
room
can I-
there's...
Oh, one moment, Kretash.
Uh,
Cassiopeia?
Well, I was gonna ask if you could look for like sort of perch or anything like that. You know how birds and like bird cages and stuff just sleep like on a branch?
There
kind of...
isn't
sitting?
one in the room, but if you could get the window open, it does. There is like a little place on the roof where you could do that, but you'd have to try and get the window open, and you haven't tried.
Okay, I can try that while Kretash does what he wants to do.
Yep. All right, Kretash, go.
Oh no, I was just gonna say that while Walden was talking about Kretash's wank corner, and here he is showing us food porn and having an orgasm over that burger he's eating.
Oh.
True, if you were to show them my Discord server, you'd be banned.
If you
Let me just take a picture quickly.
you want to try and open the window, Cassiopeia?
I think she'd look to inspect to see if there's anything obvious to, like if there's like a little, like a lock or a...
There's
hook or
like a
something.
there is a way to open it. Yes, there is like this sort of latch.
Okay. Is there anything I could roll to maybe see if I could figure out how to do that?
Roll me investigation.
Okay. Yeah, it's
Now-
a window I've
now-
never seen before.
Now, roll me Arcana.
Oh.
Ooh, magic.
It's a kind of magic.
You can identify that this lock is a magical creation. However, you yourself do not have the knowledge to open it.
Zephyr, how heavy are the beds, by the way?
How heavy?
Yeah. How heavy are the beds? It's a very simple question.
Are you telling me you didn't provide us information beforehand, Zephyr? Shame.
I prepared for so many derailments. I did not prepare for the weight of the beds.
It's
Hold on.
just a normal.
Yeah, the average. Well, let me Google the average weight of a
Google
bed.
the average. Okay.
Wait.
I actually don't know how much beds weigh on
So
average.
whilst you're doing that, I'll approach
Between
Cassiopeia.
50 to 150 pounds, roughly.
I was gonna say, because I was actually gonna approach Cassiopeia and just ask what Cassiopeia was after.
Mhm.
Oh, I was just having to look. Sorry, I was having a look at this window to see if there was any way of opening it.
Are you not used to sleeping in a bed?
I've never slept in one before. I
It's
sort
really
of sleep.
comfy.
It's not so much for myself. I prefer to sleep perched.
Kretash is going to just upend one of the beds on its side.
Roll me a strength check.
Straight check.
Okay.
We're gonna say it's about 100 pounds, so it's gonna need strength.
100 pounds. That's how much I weigh.
How much does a
Oh,
bloody-
shut up.
How much does a bed weigh? Oh, I was not prepared. You are able to lift the bed up, and the four of you see as this beautifully made and decorated bed, sheet, mattress, pillow just go plummeting onto the floor, rolling around, becoming a mess as the bed is propped onto its side.
Kretash is gonna say, "There's your bed, there's your perch," and go back to his corner.
I think for the first time this campaign so far, I think having a look at like the leg kind of working as a perch or something, just watching Kretash do this, I think Cassiopeia would probably smile for the first time, just a little bit. As she excitedly looks at the perch, she would go perch herself.
You're gonna perch yourself. Okay.
And then she'll look to Kretash and say, "Thank you. You're very creative."
Kretash will just nod.
There's just gonna like smile at them and be like, yeah, and continue plopping on the bed because it's actually comfy.
Is it Zephyr?
So
Can you say that for sure?
I mean, yeah, you find that the beds are perfect for, like if you were to imagine your ideal mattress, your ideal sheets, your ideal pillows, they are as soft or as hard as you want. The pillows are fluffed to your liking.
This is hella sus as well, like for it to be too perfect for such a like small.
They are perfectly made to your liking.
Cassiopeia, why couldn't you open the window?
I don't know how to.
Okay. Any
It's not a
reason?
window I've ever seen before.
How do you mean?
However, it appears to have some sort of lock that's of some sort of magical creation. That's about as much as I can tell.
So we'd all noticed that the beds are made perfectly to our liking, right?
Yeah.
If you have gotten into bed, you
I would
Yeah.
notice
land
that
onto the
beds are
bed.
perfect. Yes.
Anyone else a bit concerned about this? A locked window and perfectly made beds in a tavern that keeps getting in a town that keeps getting overrun by goblins.
Yep, it do be kind of sus. Seelia's gonna go and like look at the window. Can I roll any kind of a check?
Roll
to-
Arcana. Now that you've been told it is magical, you may roll Arcana to see if you want to open it.
Arcana.
Does that apply to everyone?
What does question? What does detect? Like I could do it. Like does detect magic only detect that there is or not magic?
So
Does it-
detect magic, you can do it either as a spell or as a ritual, and it will allow you to identify magical properties or magical items within the given space. If you do it as a ritual spell, it will not cost one of your spell slots, but it will take a certain amount of minutes, which is specified in the spell.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna first do an Arcana.
Yep.
And after, did it work? 11.
You are not able to open the window.
I'm gonna go over and give it a try.
Roll me Arcana. With disadvantage.
With disadvantage?
With disadvantage.
It doesn't matter. I
Well,
rolled a
it doesn't
2.
matter. He rolled a 2.
I couldn't get any worse than
You
that.
cannot open the window.
Alright.
No, don't open.
I'm gonna give it a go.
Kretash,
Can I
you may attempt
start-
it with advantage.
Oh.
Oh, that's
Ah.
right.
Oh, wait.
Right. So advantage.
Oh, I
Hmm.
pressed something.
That's
sorry.
fine. No, it's okay.
14 with advantage.
14 with advantage. You cannot open the window.
Can I sit down and do like the ritual?
Yeah, you can if you want. It will not cost you a spell slot.
Can I try
Okay.
the door?
Door
I'm
it.
just gonna do that.
You can go over to the door. You sort of, Seelia, how do you prepare your ritual?
Let me just check what exactly it does. Okay. I'm just gonna like prop myself in front of the window, sit and just start like concentrating,
Okay.
trying to.
You will see Celia sort of kneel down, I will presume, and begin sort of whispering incantations to herself. Kretash, you go over to the door and it's still open. You haven't locked it, and then it opens and you see some stairs.
Is it the same room that I walked in from?
Nothing has changed.
Nothing has changed.
So the bed that got turned upright, you said everything just fell on the floor.
Yeah, it's now like a kind of a
Okay.
pile of mess of sheets and pillows and
it-
such.
Is it like, does it have a color? Is it white, blue?
The mattress is white. The sheets were like a mix of blue and green. The pillows were sort of blue and green with golden trimmings. Nothing ornate about them, but pretty.
All right. I would like to walk over to that, pick it up, and just neatly fold them, organize them, and just put it on top of a spare chair or a spare
Okay.
top of a table.
And as you do that, Celia, your ritual is complete, and you are able to detect that every item, bar the chairs in that room, are innately enchanted, and enchantment magic sort of emanates from them. And
Did you say bar I didn't hear. What about the chairs? Like bar?
the only thing that doesn't sort of
Hey.
you don't detect magic on are the chairs.
Uh-huh. Okay. I think you were saying something else as well. Sorry.
But yeah, you detect an enchantment, of which you cannot identify what type of enchantment it is, but you can sort of identify that it is like an enchantment spell.
Like enchantment as in it's not inherently like hostile, it's more
You
like
detect an enchantment spell.
I don't. Okay. Okay.
Zephyr, I'm gonna shoot you a message.
Yep, sure.
Am I allowed to just say as a player, just help her understand what that means?
I mean, if you want to explain what enchantment magic is, go for it. Yeah, I can't give you any more information than the fact that it is enchantment magic.
I just interpret it as that these objects have been received an
What?
enchantment to make it more suitable for people. Like the beds were enchanted to make it more comfortable to each person's
Yeah.
liking.
Okay.
like-
Okay. I think I get
Like
the.
enhancement in a way.
Yeah. Okay. Well, in that case, yeah, Celia's just gonna finish up her ritual, prop herself up, stand up and be like, okay, so everything in this room apart from the chairs has been messed with. Like they're enchanted, some sort. And I don't know how I feel about it. I can't.
Hearing this, I'm gonna respond. Enchanted in a good way or in a bad way?
I'm not really sure. I can't really tell.
I can see if there's. I can try something. If everything's to our liking and the window won't open, I probably assume that the window's not open because the majority to our liking it may not be open. But let me try something, and then I'd like to use my divine sense.
What would you like to use it to do? Remind me. I need to put.
As an action, I can detect good and evil. I am awareness to detect the forces. Until the end of the next turn, I know location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet of me. I can also detect the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated, as with the Hallow spell.
You detect none of that.
Okay. What if we all imagine that we're really, really warm? Do you think we'll be able to open the window then? Because then it'll be to our liking.
I mean, we can try.
We could give it a shot. After putting the
I can do a prestidignate. I cannot.
Prestidigitation.
This thing, yes, and just
Prestidigitation.
prestidigitation.
The
Prestidigitation.
Presti spell. The Presti
A
spell.
presti spell.
Prestidigitation.
Yes, I can do an instantaneous harmless sensory effect such as shower, spark, a puff of wind, and let me see if that exactly would work.
I mean, you can cast it and tell me what you want to do with it.
2 seconds. Warm the room a bit. I can just warm it and actually make it so it's
You.
like maybe, yeah,
You
a
all
little
feel-
bit.
You all feel the room get hotter. Yes.
Yeah.
And.
Okay,
and the
I'm gonna
window-
cast Ray of Frost
the
in my
window
corner.
Begins
No, wait.
to begins to sort of slide outwards and roll to the side.
Hey. Okay.
If you would like to cast Ray of Frost, how would you like to cast it, Kretash?
I literally just want to cast it into my corner, so that I can have a cooler area.
So you all see as how do you cast it physically? So what do you do for your sort of...
It will be a single hand, just like casting it very softly into the corner, and sort of covering a nice
You
little
all see as Kretash sort of
kneelable area.
begins to almost like sweep down this corner with a ray of ice, and you see little ice shards spreading across the corner and sort of create this almost opal-like shape. And you see the chair itself also has little frost shards going across the arms and back.
So did it work? Did the window open?
Yes.
Yeah, it's slid out.
So, is the room temperature starting to go back to normal now?
It will
So-
remain like this for about an hour, as per the spell description.
It's going to be a little bit hot for an hour, or
Mhm.
cold? Okay.
Hot.
I mean, it worked. So like Seelia's just gonna go a little bit closer to Kretash's cooler corner and be like, I did what we had to do. Like, it worked. We didn't have to imagine it. And hey, you can go out the window now.
I was about to say, yeah, Cassiopeia, you have somewhere you can sleep nicely and get a nice cool breeze.
It sounds nice.
I'm just gonna take off my plate mail and go to bed.
Okay. Do you all want to go to bed?
Kretash is a little offended by that statement.
By which statement?
He can go to sleep and get a nice cool breeze.
Anything you can do, I can do
I can
better.
do better.
So does everyone want to go
I
to
will.
bed?
No. I will say to. I'll just call out to Cassiopeia and Seelia while they're still here. Are we still down to eat and talk about?
I was
what we
gonna say we're
found out
still
today?
waiting on food.
Yeah.
Hey, just because I'm in
Is he
bed
busy?
doesn't mean I'm going to sleep.
Yeah, we can talk plans.
I did also want to practice a little bit of my magic.
Ooh. What magic are you gonna be practicing?
Kretash's ears have pricked up at this.
course
Well,
they are.
There is a spell that I've been trying a little bit in my free time, but I haven't quite gotten the hang of it, which might help us in
What?
battle.
What would that be?
Let me.
I can't
As,
remember.
as he looks at that, as he looks at that, can I just just call for someone to come up to take our orders?
What do you mean by call? Like call out?
Like, right? So is there a bell outside or inside near
No.
the door, which I
No,
so
no.
so to our knowledge, they'll just come up on their own.
You have been told that someone will come up when you know what you want.
When we know. That's interesting, actually.
It's
This
an
is
enchanted
so
room. Of course, they're gonna come up when we know.
That's
Right,
so
I'm-
cool.
Okay.
I'm just gonna take a seat back, or I'm just gonna sit back at my bed, but just to help me or even us better visualize this room, what's the layout? Because you said there's a window
Rectangular.
at the,
So it's a rectangular room. At one end of the rectangle, there is the door. At the other end, there is the double bed and the window, which is now open. And along the walls, there are 4 other beds, one of which has been upturned. Each bed has a bed stand with a candle and a couple of drawers. And then next to the door where you came in, there is a large wardrobe.
is the double bed in front of the window next
Yes,
to it?
it's against the wall that the window is on.
Alright. Okay.
And
I'll just
at
get-
this point, I will put the moon perfectly fills the circular window.
Alright. I'll get back to my bed on the left closest to the window, I believe it was. Yeah.
That's the bed you want.
I'm gonna imagine having a really nice steak and mash.
I will imagine no, not imagine. I'm just gonna think.
I will
Are-
point
are they
out,
gonna
only
come up
Takumi has
soon?
been told that food is available.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just hungry.
I know, I'm just pointing out to the pie.
Yeah, I'm just gonna think. Because I did just ask the other party if they would, and I believe they said yes. I'm just gonna wonder. I think I know what I'd want. Wonder when they're gonna come up.
So, Takumi and Wa, as you are sort of laying in your beds, the beds,
I'm just sitting
Well, yeah,
upright since
but you
I
are,
think we're
you are
about
at
to talk.
you are at your bed. My point
Yeah.
being, and the bottom drawer of the bed stands open, and your meals appear freshly cooked.
What the heck
Hang on a minute.
is there like a fold-out tray we
They're
eat
on
this
they're on
on?
silver plates.
Oh my god.
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna say just before
but we need-
for a bit later on, I'm gonna apologize in advance. By the way.
Okay. Okay, so there's a silver plate,
It's
but we
okay,
have to
well
put
then
it
we won't be able to
somewhere.
smell your ass.
Oh, heck. Okay, we have to put the plate somewhere. I'm not putting it on the bed itself. There's like a table in the room, aren't there?
Oh, there's the bed table. There's the bed stand.
Is there space on there for this?
Yeah, the only thing on there is a candle at the moment.
Alright. In surprise, I'll just... Okay, so do we just make up what our food is, or is it already determined?
Yeah. Whatever you have in your mind appears in your drawer, Takumi.
16-ounce blue steak with creamy mash and a half shot of dwarven whiskey.
The food arrives, the drink does not.
Bollocks!
Nice.
That was gonna be the glaze for the steak.
There's the other 3 in the room also see these drawers open.
Yeah, I just have a croissant in it. Or a few croissants.
You're at the double bed, right?
Yeah.
The double bed.
Are you? Hang on. Are you at the double? Have you moved back to the double bed, or have you still crept close to my corner? Because my corner's at the other end of the room.
Oh wait. Okay. Okay. I mean, when I'm still at your cool corner. I guess. And I'll
So
see.
you're still by the door.
Yeah, and I'll look as they get their foods and be like, huh, this is really weird. Okay. So I made a very rough sketch of the layout the way that I see it, and I'm gonna send it in the Discord.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that might help with it's ugly.
It's
Like-
alright. It's alright.
Like, because I feel like it might assist with us visualizing. Eh. Also, I didn't know which one is the bed that's like turned. Like, is that how you
Yeah.
kind of imagine that? Yeah. And maybe the one that's like turned is the one that's like without a pillow. Maybe that's the one that's like
Yeah. Sure. We'll go with that.
Cassiopeia's.
We'll
Yeah.
go with that.
Okay.
In slight wonder, I will just take my bowl and put it up on the stand, and I'll just say, well, it seems our food has gotten to us, so what shall we discuss? It's been quite a day after all.
I just remembered the name of the spell that I was learning.
What's that?
It's called Fairy Fire, but I haven't quite gotten the hang of it yet. It can do the following if you're interested.
Yeah, do tell.
Create a 20-foot cube within range, and the range is 60 feet. And the cube itself, inside of it, I can choose what color it is apparently. It can be blue, green, or violet light, which is cool. Any creature within that cube, if it fails a dexterity saving throw, for the duration of the spell, which is up to 1 minute, will be highlighted in like a dim light, so the light of creatures in that area, even if they're invisible. Any attack roll against one of the creatures in that range, or object actually, anything inside the cube, even if it's a door or a window, whatever, any attack against it will have advantage if we can see it, or if the attacker can see it. And the affected creature or object can't benefit from being invisible yet, so any invisible things will also be highlighted out.
Yeah, that's really cool, Cassiopeia. That's nice.
I just haven't been able to make the cube big enough.
Ooh.
I feel that something like this could help us a lot when we're trying to take down tougher, more isolated single targets on missions I've been on before for my faction. We'd have quite some encounters with more powerful monsters operating on their own. Something like that would help pick them out amongst the crowd.
Yeah.
Help us
I agree.
focus on them.
I've-
That'll help us a lot.
I think especially given how our last interaction went, that this might be a bit useful, since we'll all gain advantage.
It will.
Yeah. It definitely sounds like it would. I mean, I've just been trying to learning how much I can kill someone's ego with being very viciously mean to them and funny. So I think I could help more in next encounters as well. I got a little bit of practice earlier with the elves, and I'm getting inspired of what I can do in the future.
Oh? What did you say? Sounds quite funny.
Oh, nothing much. They were just unnecessarily mean and not funny enough. I don't know.
Well, I can
Uh,
certainly see you using that to our advantage.
Yeah. But yeah, let's get down to business and see what we're gonna be doing if we shall be hanging around together. I heard that the elves want to go to the. I said this earlier to Kretash and Takumi, but I think Wa wasn't around. So yeah, we heard that they're going to be going to the edge of the enchanted forest, and apparently there's some wolves there that are doing something suspicious. We could
Okay.
potentially get on that if we want to
Why
check.
would we put ourselves leaving this town when we already want to be doing something in town? We don't want to miss our opportunity.
I mean, I feel like maybe the dude that we were talking to earlier, who was the guard captain, would appreciate us if we handle the problem that they might be having with the wolves. We can, of course.
Are those guys part of Ocean's Edge Guard, or are they part of something else?
They
Um,
claim to be part of the Queen's Guard.
But no one can prove that?
Right.
The queen.
No.
The
Question mark?
queen of what?
Honestly, I don't remember.
Honestly, +1 on that.
Nailed it. Top tier, like, information gatherers right
If
here.
you two want, I'll
Didn't
let you.
take
I'll
any
let
note,
you roll
nothing.
history so you can try and remember.
Please.
All right, Seelia and
I'll-
Kretash both roll history.
Please roll.
Oh, yeah, Okay, I should be...
9? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've got a plus for
Seelia,
advantage.
you can't put your finger on it. Kretash, they were part of the royal guard of Queen Tree, Queen of Nila Serena, ruler of the Enchanted Forest, Lady of Trinity Isle.
I can barely remember half of what you've just said, so I'm just gonna relay that to them.
Suppose it could help put us in the good books.
It could, but as
But-
you just said, short temper. We've only just arrived here. I think we should ground ourselves and figure out what's going on here, see if this
Where's
is
my
something
D20?
the guard.
And all you
Would
know
even-
is something about a wolf. You don't exactly know what you're going to be doing it. Are you killing it or are you capturing it?
I mean, we can ask around. That's the main thing.
The way they were talking made it... Why would the Queen's Guard be going after a wolf? That doesn't make sense.
Could the wolf be a
That
threat
must be
to her?
that must be one very important wolf if the Queen's Guard are going after.
True.
I think we should keep an eye on the wizards, on the elves. Just keep an eye on it. Just keep an
Yeah.
eye on them. We stay in town, and if they look like they're going to
Head
depart,
out. Yeah.
we might find it worth our time to follow them.
Yeah.
But for now we stay in town.
I agree.
Sounds
They
like
said-
a good lead.
They said they'll be
What do
heading
you
out
think?
in a while.
I think it's good. I don't think it would hurt if more of us were to introduce ourselves to them. You may have gotten off of a wrong foot for whatever reason. They might respond differently to someone else.
The way I saw
They're
it, they
stuck up
were
elves.
they're very stuck up and very half blood.
That's right.
I-
I'm a stuck-up human. I'll give them
Arguably,
their
that's
money.
worse. Arguably, that's worse though. If they don't like us, who are more like them, they're definitely not gonna. No, not trying to be rude or anything, but they don't really think highly of humans because the speck of life that they present in comparison to an elf's life is very insignificant. I'm just saying it as someone who's like lived with them. Years.
That's fine. I
I
respect
think-
your opinion. I'm still going to give it a try.
Okay.
I think, personally, that we've put enough of a presence on them. If we put any more presence on them, they may deem it worth their time to speed up their plan and cut our time here short.
Yes,
I
but
think
if we are then just
patience
going
would
to
be better.
follow them, that will also have a negative impact. Whereas if we can try to side with them, that would then have a more positive impact. Especially if we're dealing with people of the Royal Guard for the Lady of Trinity Isle. Do you not think?
If that's who they really are.
Not be. Truth be told. They were very suspicious.
Were they sussy
They did say they were brothers, though.
Well, I'll take 1d6 damage.
Sir,
Worth it!
sir.
You're about to
No.
take a long rest, right? It's fine. At least some
To
of
be
you
perfectly
are.
honest, I think this room's sussy bucker as well.
Okay, that's 2d6 stacked
Yeah.
on top of the 1d6 already.
And that and that garrison. I think the people in there were sussy backers as well.
2d20.
Okay, I'm unmodding Y in my chat now.
Yeah, alright, yeah.
I was gonna say, you know what, unmod Wa, and if he happens to die from all this damage he's taking, I'm not helping you again. I'm not helping you like last time.
Let's move on.
I can
Let's.
confirm what they've said about those elves. They don't seem to take kindly to humans either. I've tried talking with them, but perhaps your demeanor can help.
We'll find out.
Now,
Anyway,
Any
I think
any other
this
leads?
point is where Kretash is going to tune everything out and begin his trance
meditation.
for the night.
Yep. Okay. You all
Seelia.
see as Kretash sort of leans back, and his eyes don't close, but they sort of, his pupils expand a little bit, and he kind of just zones out. Seelia, you can sort of like, you know, he is going into the elven meditation that elves typically go into when they are not sleeping but resting and recuperating.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look at the others and be like, yeah, he's out of it. Night, night, Kretash. And I'm gonna head
Oh.
to my bed and also get like the food out of the drawer, which is croissants.
Two gorgeous croissants appear with a small bowl next to them of different jams.
And cheese.
If you would like some cheese. A cheese platter also appears.
Beautiful. Celia is very pleased.
seeing my bowl of ramen on the table, it has egg, it has some meat cutlets in it, some vegetables, some cut eggs. I will start to eat it. How's the temperature? Is it too hot? Too cold, or
It's the
just
same as
right?
Celia made it. Like
A little bit
like
too
it's
hot.
sort of yeah.
So just right then.
It's a bit warmer than normal.
Hmm.
Okay. I'm just gonna blow on it for a little before I ask. Are there any other leads? Other points of interest we may have picked up on?
That's all I got.
No, that's all I've got.
And you, Cassiopeia?
What are you asking about?
Apologies.
Do you have any
No,
leads?
Kretash is the one who's asleep.
Yeah.
I don't think I have any leads regarding anything related to these wolves, or this wolf.
About
But I am on the
anything
lookout for a
else?
Goliath with a fiery beard, for an
Oh.
orc bounty hunter of sorts.
It's interesting. Hmm.
What did they say? If you're at liberty to share.
I didn't really get all that much information, just that they were seeking them. I figured maybe if I return with some sort of useful information, then I can leverage that to then ask further questions that are a bit more personal and sensitive.
Sounds good.
I
Malachi,
see.
check DMs.
Do I have to?
So a
You
Goliath
don't have
with
to.
fiery red beard?
Yes, but I won't be attacking or interacting. I was just asked to report back to this orcish fellow.
So we're not. It's not a hunt. It's more of a information gathering situation.
I think so, that's how I interpreted it. I was told if
Okay.
I found anything out about this to report back.
Okay. I think Celia's just gonna like hop into the bed and tuck in. Be like, that's enough adventuring for today, y'all. We can figure it out tomorrow.
Okay. Does
I-
does anyone else do
I-
anything before you go to bed?
I did hear one thing. This land, there's a Goblin War happening.
Yeah. kind of figured that out from the people we were riding with back there. Also said that to me. And one of the rulers is out of away, and the other one is around, apparently.
Before I go to sleep, I'm going to try and wonder, wouldn't it be nice if I had a red-headed woman to spend the night with?
Oh, this is what you meant.
Nothing happens. Nothing
We
happens.
knew it was coming.
Damn it! That's why I said sorry in advance.
We knew.
Fucking yeah, Bungle, if you're still here, if you could drive down to War and bitch slap him for me, I'd greatly appreciate that.
Hey, that is an attractive red-headed woman. That means I get what I want in real life, so... Win-win as far as I see it.
Bungle, if you want to come borrow my baseball bat, we won't end the stream until we
I
see
think I've
War.
got something here that'll do a little more.
We won't end the
damage.
stream until we see War get slapped.
Wait,
Um,
I have a just
There
go
it
to
is.
box two.
Alright, does anyone else want to do anything before you go to sleep? Because if not, then I've got a little bit of reading to do.
So I take it we've now finished our meals.
Yeah, you guys
Is-
finish, and unless there is something specific you want to do, you finish your
Oh, yeah.
meals and go to bed.
Oh yeah. I think just so I don't or me and if anyone else wants to don't take any damage randomly later on. I like to go brush my teeth.
Oh,
no cavity is gonna give us damage on this adventure.
I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
God.
you can go downstairs. There is a bathroom that's marked, and there is like some provided toiletries.
Yeah,
So you
I'll
can do that.
do
and
that.
then go.
I'll
to-
do that, then I'll be right back up.
All right. And if no one else has any input,
let's sleep.
okay.
And
This is the bit I thought I was going to be reading 40 minutes ago, but here we are.
Yeah. It's D&D. What did you?
Do we get a
We're all used
bedtime
to this.
story? Oh, that's cool.
So-
Oh, wait, before that,
We
can I just
might.
find out
You never
how much
know.
the doorway.
Pardon? What was that? What?
How much the doorways, please?
Hold on, let me
I'm
just
joking,
let
I'm
me just
joking.
roll this dice real quick. Okay.
No, he
Um,
actually no. He already told us that. He already said that the door felt like it weighed nothing.
Okay.
So-
He actually already said that to us.
Okay.
Are we all back
was
now?
prepared
taking
for
a
the
walk?
door.
Yeah, I
He
was
was prepared
prepared
for
for the
bed.
door, not the bed. Okay, so as night settles in and you will begin to rest yourselves, Seelia, you think back to the elves of which you absolutely fucking destroyed. And
Huh?
it makes you smile in your sleep, and you think of how else you could use your linguistics to harm your enemies. Takumi, after that battle, you feel yourself feel stronger, and you think back to your training days, where you would practice with your comrades and different techniques. While short temper, as before you go to bed, you're reading a book about the Boris Legion and your legionnaires. And you come across a few techniques from the olden times, and you think, you try to attempt them. And as you sit and you read for a couple of hours, nothing, but slowly you sort of feel your technique improve, and you practice incantations written in the Boris Legion books of history, and you unlock small amounts of innate magical power. And as you cast these spells, you feel your honor, your dignity, your respect for your people's history.
Damn it, I need another drink.
And then you too fall asleep. Kretash, after you awake from
Yes,
your
dear.
4 hours, you sort of think back to the college and what transpired there. And you sort of look at the icy mess that you have left in your corner.
And make it bigger.
And you sort of practice a few different techniques, and the ice that was melting is restored. Cassiopeia, you are out sat at the window, drawing away at your scrolls, whilst Kretash is still in his meditative state. You draw little constellations, the archer, the dragon, the candle piece. You draw all of these different connections between the stars, and your parchment begins to glow, and you feel this energy within you. You feel this power resonate. You see your feathers shine, and stars surround you, glittering. You practice the techniques you have been practicing for some time, and now they are effortless. And you drift off to sleep. And as night passes, as Kretash begins and ends his meditative state before he practices, I would like everyone but Barinade to deafen, and I will message you when you can undeafen.
Do we take a long rest now or later?
You may take a long rest. Barinade, you may not yet. But I will message in the group chat when you can undeafen. But I would like everybody to not mute, fully deafen.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to just take my headphones off because I would have to come off of my video feed to deafen because my keybinds are set to reset.
That's fine, but
so yeah,
just keep an eye on the group chat as long as you can't hear what's going on.
I can't even check the chat.
Okay, well, alright, I'll text you then.
Yeah, cool.
Alright, just have your phone on you. Okay, Barinade.
Okay, it's just you and me now.
You sleep peacefully as the silk light from the moon creeps in through the window. It's quiet. Unlike the nights you'd spent on the charter's crowded bunks. You feel relaxed, at peace, and eventually you too drift off into a dreamy sleep. As you sleep, you imagine the stars, you imagine the chalice, the archer, the dragon. You fly with them through the clouds, through the night sky. It is peaceful, it is serene. You fly to a mountaintop that breaks the clouds, and you perch on a single tree. You look over at the fluffy domain below you, and you feel proud of who you are. The sky is clearer than you've ever seen it before, each star shining like the eyes of a mesmerized lover. A green and magnificent streak of light floats overhead, the aurora borealis. And then, one by one, the lights go out in the sky. The twinkling dies, flickering like a small candle's flame until they disappear. The stars abandon you. The streak of light leaves you as well, snaking off until it becomes nothingness. The moon's milky light becomes a black shadow, and slowly but surely you are enveloped in its darkness. You are alone in the void, unnaturally cold, floating, and then a single blue light appears above you, a streak from the heavens, the same blue as your feathers, though the shining half as bright. It gets larger as it floats towards you. You reach out, but you feel your muscles stiff. It gets closer and closer. The light's small and gentle, but growing more vibrant with every moment. It floats down to you slowly, coming into view until you realize it not to be a star or light or candle, but a feather. A single feather. It lands in your hand, the shade darker than your own. But it doesn't glisten like the stars. It is bleak. It is withering and dying. You flip the feather in your palm, and on the back are 3 words. 3 words written in dried blood.
What the fuck?
I have her.
Jesus Christ! Oh
And you
my god! I
hear
recognize this.
this voice in the back of your head. I have her. Over and over and over again, you hear it echo, ringing through your ears like drums of war. You feel shrieks in your mind. The darkness envelops you once more until you wake up, alone in your bed, surrounded by your companions. The night is silent. The small orange streaks of dawn breaking through the window. Kretash is sat alone. You feel yourself breathing heavily. And you are awake.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello, welcome.
How's it going?
Jesus Christ.
Kretash, in the corner of your room, you see Cassiopeia sit up with a jolt, breathing heavily, the shining in her feathers, the colour in her beak faded. Seelia, Wa, Takumi, you also awaken. Slowly but surely, as the sun rises and the darkness of the night sky replaced by bright and vibrant pinks, oranges and blues. Morning has arrived. The floor is yours.
Just double check. After resting, do I regain any of the HP that I lost?
You should regain it all. You should. So you take a long rest, and it will say. So you press the button for a long rest, and then it should say confirm.
Cool. Awesome.
And you should get all your spell slots, all your abilities, all your HP, all that lovely stuff.
Hey. Okay, done.
I'm gonna walk over to Cassiopeia and just say, tap her on the shoulder and just say, "We'll have a chat later." And
She
head back
looks
to my
at you with
corner.
a puzzled look. But he doesn't say anything.
Bearing in mind I've slept now, could I do another check on that memory from after I got drugged?
Do you want to make the effort to try and remember it?
Yeah, I think after a night's sleep, and obviously there's no alcohol in my system now.
Make me a wisdom saving throw.
That's a 12.
You think back. You think back to the drink, to the visions. A few things come to mind. An Aarakocra with blue feathers. A dark elf wearing a mask. Ice at his fingertips. A Goliath with half his face covered in black war paint and a fiery red beard. And an amulet with black chains, black disc, purple runes written around the rim in a language you don't understand. That is all you remember.
Morning, everyone. Kretash, Cassiopeia. I think you guys were in that weird vision thing when I had my drunken episode on the ship.
Were we?
Well,
What were we doing?
I remember an elf with ice, which would match Kretash's spells. Aarakocra. Yeah, see, I could do words.
That I am.
But then also as well, you said you spoke to that person that was looking for. Was it someone with a fiery red beard?
A Goliath.
Yeah, they were in the vision as well.
Oh, what were they doing in the vision?
I don't know. All I can remember is they're the people I recognise, and it makes sense if it was you guys.
Do you remember anything else?
No, apparently not. I think the alcohol still hasn't quite fully worn off.
but it's at least starting to become more clear now.
Yeah. Interesting.
Oh no, wow, there is something else you remember. I'm so
Go on.
sorry. You feel. Oh wait, there is something more.
Hang on, I'm getting something. I'm getting something. It's like there's a voice calling me from the back of my mind.
It's a quick flash, but there is a circle, half black, half white.
And a half black, half white circle. Huh.
Anyone know what that could mean?
No.
Would I recognise what that would mean?
Would you like to try?
Yeah.
Make a history check, as you have
hate
encountered it before.
Natural 20. We'll go 21.
21, that's fine. From
Oh
your
wait, I know what this is. Hang on, carry on.
I mean, if
Yeah,
you
but
wanna, if you
No,
wanna,
no, no,
tell-
please.
you got
Please,
you
Zephyr, you've done the research. I will allow you.
research. I made this shit up.
Oh, it's not. I'm thinking of something completely different.
No,
I
you
was, yeah.
remember the apothecary had a symbol on the back of their cloak that was a circle, half black, half
did.
white.
I've got that written down as well somewhere. It might be in my other notebook. But yeah, I did have it written down somewhere actually. I even drew it.
Oh, yeah, I also had that written down on my notes from last session. I just checked it.
Well,
I was also thinking you were going to refer to another form of Ravnica Guild, so that's where I thought that was going.
Yeah, no, no, that was something I made, but yeah, not the DM trying to drop hints at all. What do you mean? Continue.
I'm really. I think I'm really annoyed that he forgot the rest of it though.
Listen, mate, when you drink as much as I do, you'll understand. I hear there's. I met this man. once. I met
according to you, I do drink as much as you do.
I met this man once. His name was his name was Jolly Old Nick. And,
Walden makes me drink.
and he was a bit of an alcoholic, and you know what? He never really knew what was the best for him.
Fucking prick you are.
Would anyone else like to do anything?
I would like to sit in a cold sweat on my perch.
You do so.
Cool. Thanks.
Anyone want to come with me to the apothecary? I feel like I need to go there.
Is that what you saw just now?
No, but if that symbol looks familiar from something I've seen in there, it would make sense for us to go. Or me, at the very least. I would
Should we-
appreciate it if some of you would to accompany me.
Should we
Well,
all?
seeing as I was in the vision, I should probably come along.
Yeah, Kretash and Cassiopeia, definitely.
Was I in the vision?
I'm actually. I'm gonna press for Seelia and Takumi and why you go on ahead. I've got something to finish up here with Cassiopeia real quick, and then we'll be right behind you.
Shall we all go get some food?
I'm just gonna look to Cassiopeia and be like, "You sure you don't want me to stay? And wait up for you?"
Yeah. If you need us, just give the word.
Of course. Although I think whatever Kretash wants to talk to me about is a private matter. And she'll look to Kretash for confirmation of that.
Kretash is just gonna nod. But Kretash will also give Seelia a soft nod, like it's okay.
Onward to the food.
I'm gonna skip the food and just walk straight out.
Okay. So we will stay with Kretash and Cassiopeia for the moment.
Hello.
I will let you two do what you want to do first.
Cassiopeia will just sit there.
I saw you jolt awake. A nightmare, wasn't it?
You can tell.
I experienced that people often jolt awake like that when their dreams are not what they'd like them to be. Do you want to talk about it?
We can talk about it, but you'll have to promise me to keep it to yourself.
Kretash is just gonna freeze his lips
Haha.
across his mask.
Do the rest of us deafen, or do we just stay like
Yeah.
this?
You
No, you
can
can
stay for this,
you
but
can
you
stay.
you will not be knowledgeable unless Baronade wants you to deafen. I'll leave that with him.
So
No,
yeah, I
it's
was gonna
fine.
say, tell it to TheBarinade.
If Kretash is not specifically saying, yes, I will promise not to tell anybody, I think she would just describe things in very vague terms that I don't mind people hearing.
Okay.
Well, I was gonna say Kretash will make it very clear that Kretash won't say a thing. Like it's frosted lips and a nod.
I just had a bad dream that something happened to a family member of mine, is all.
I see.
You're
Kretash
very
will sort of
perceptive.
as I said, I was already awake, and my experience is you don't wake up that fast unless you don't want to be asleep.
She nods to that a little bit. She looks a bit more relieved after having said as much as she has to Kretash, I think.
Well, then.
What? You motherfucker.
Shall
I'm
we
gonna make
join the
a
others?
meme of that now.
Right, well, that's
Let's join the
1d4
others.
damage.
Thank you.
Can we make that a d20? Make it a d100. Let's roll the dice.
Why you get
All of
smited
them.
by the gods?
Can we just make it 100 D100s and just be certain of his demise?
Actually, he's got an Among Us thing on his thing. Let's just vote him out.
Shit! No!
Yes.
The diagram is the map of the town, by the way. Gusty.
But yeah, Cassiopeia, I think in general doesn't look like she's being, what's the word? She doesn't look like she's trying to be, not defective. What's the word? Deceptive. That's the D word.
Yeah. Yeah. Kretash is gonna nod. And shall we join the others?
Let's join the others.
Yeah. So we'll join out with the rest now.
I do want to say,
Mm-hmm.
since now I think I have a chance. After I woke up, I felt a certain power in me that came out once before. I feel it in me a little stronger now.
Okay. Yeah.
Where are we? Are we still walking down? Are we
Well.
at yeah.
Well. As you three walk down these steps into the main tavern, you see that the only one sat at the table is the orc, looking at his papers, cleaning his great axe that is slightly bloodstained. And you see a couple of barmaids and bartenders cleaning down the tables, stoking the fire, getting ready for the day. No, you don't see the redhead.
Damn it!
And
Look, I've got to keep the character here.
And you see the ginger-bearded fellow, and he waves to you three. Ah, morning! How'd y'all sleep?
Morning, quite badly. Although,
I'm-
through no fault of your own, the room was
I'm
wonderful.
sorry to hear that. But I presume that my daughter's magics were to your liking?
She was magical.
They were really very interesting.
He will give War a dirty look.
Oh no, not like that. Not like that. Just the steak was amazing.
I'm
Yeah.
glad.
Yeah, the room was quite well accommodating to each of us. I must say.
I've allowed her to practice her magics for that room in particular, which is why it costs more than the average room would. Oh,
Fair.
whilst you're all awake and I've heard about what you did down at the docks. The captain of the guard came by this morning and updated the quest board. in case that intrigues any of you.
It does.
It
But
does.
he
Thank
to-
you for telling
He
us.
told me to let you all know something about gaining his trust.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, wow,
We'll
what is
go.
that at the bottom of your camera, please?
What?
I can't see because I haven't got his stream open.
He's got something that he's gonna do.
What is it?
Oh my
Oh my
fucking.
Oh,
Okay,
jeez.
so while Short Temper is dead,
Okay, I'm
Wa-
okay with
Wa-
this. I'm
Wa,
fine
if you
with
want to roll up a new character for me, mate, that'd be great.
Actually, I've got one. I've got one as a backup ready to go. Actually.
After the
And on
fucking
that note-
goblin.
And on that note, I will be back. Oh my god.
Alright, yep, no worries. Well,
Oh,
it's fully
jeez.
converted.
this. What has been
Sir.
fully converted?
You mizzy, don't even, mate.
You
but
meet.
yeah.
What did you
Pass the
say?
phone
Wait.
over.
Oh my god,
Oh,
yes.
fuck. This is
I still see her.
This is fucking derailed beyond repair now. Oh.
I love her.
Okay.
Continuing on.
I've genuinely
I
lost
want
where
to
I
do
am.
something
Hold on.
eventually. Please.
1 second, Shadow. I've genuinely lost where I am.
I said I'd derail this somehow.
I had no fucking doubt. Oh yeah, something about gaining his trust. Yeah, that's all he says. That's all he says.
Yeah.
I've never been derailed to the point where I've lost where I am in my fucking notes. Oh, that is all he said. Shadow, please go rectify the situation.
Why are you saying something?
Well, I take it the party and I will be ordering breakfast then if everyone wants some.
I
You're
don't eat
all
breakfast.
still hungry?
Good.
If you're still
I'm okay for the
hungry,
time being. Actually, might I ask about potentially taking some seeds as rations with me on the way?
let me see what I've got in the back for you. And he will go into the back, into the kitchen. And a few moments later, he will return with a small packet-looking sack thing of mixed and assorted seeds. 2 copper pieces, and this can be yours.
Do you have more than one?
I'm sure I could find more if you're willing to pay for it.
I'll take 10 if you can. If you can spare that much.
Alright, that'll be 2 silver pieces then.
Alright, she will hand over a gold piece. Could you make change for this?
Yeah, sure. He will go into the kitchen, come back out with 9 more sacks, small sacks of seeds. He will take the gold coin, go to the lot box, like pull some coins out and hand you 8 silver pieces in return. And you may add 10 rations to your inventory.
Cool, thank you.
Also, Barinade, I gave a label to your second guiding bolt with the uses one. If you want to go over that, let me know.
Yes, I would like you to go over that.
Okay, so very quickly, because you guys leveled up last session, Barinade, the 2 uses guiding bolt does not take up spell slots. The one that is not labeled uses does take up spell slots.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean. I
Yep,
can see it through
okay.
now. Thank you.
All right. After he has given Cassiopeia the coin, anything for the rest of you?
What?
I have just returned. Where are we? What
You're
have I missed?
ordering breakfast.
Wonderful.
What do you serve for breakfast here?
Typical tavern food. Nothing special, really. We ain't Gaidanos or Nila Serena.
What was that? Is that for?
Just typical tavern food. We're nothing special like Gaidanos.
Which are different places, I'm guessing. But
Yeah.
we've not
God,
met.
this is
Yeah.
one of the big cities.
Yeah.
Well, I'll I'll have some bread with some milk and a side of meat, if you got it.
What kind of milk you looking for? Cow or goat?
cow.
That would be 6 copper pieces for you.
Here you are. Give him 6 copper.
No problem. And he will sort of write that down. Armor, what are you looking for? And he will point to you, short temper.
I've already started walking out
Oh, okay.
because I said I don't want breakfast. I'm on a mission. I've just remembered something.
He didn't
Yeah,
know
he's,
that.
he's
huh?
already gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then he will look at the 2 elves.
I would like some bread and some. I don't know, like, how do rations work? Like, just some.
Well,
Actually,
you can have a meal, and then rations are food that you eat on the go.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna be like,
Rations is for out
Yeah.
adventuring. Oh.
yeah, cause like Seelia is still not like really hungry, so. But she saw with what Cassiopeia was doing, and she's like, okay, like maybe it's a good idea to like have some food on you, cause like I do have like 1 rations. So she's gonna be like, give
Ratchet.
rations. Okay.
No.
So she's gonna be like, yeah, can I have?
see you?
I don't know. Sorry, I got
That's okay.
distracted.
Take your time.
Go ahead,
Take your
Roy.
time. Take your time.
Yeah, take your time.
It's fine.
Ignore Walden's bullshit.
Yeah, ignore my bullshit.
Sir. Okay. She's just gonna get like
What
2
the
packets
heck?
of seeds because why not? Just why not?
You want 2 seeds? That'd be 4 copper.
All right. How do I? I don't know how to. like-
So you go into your inventory and click on the coin itself, and then what you can do is
Copper.
10 copper is 1 silver, 10 silver is 1 gold. So if you want to do it yourself, you would take away 1 gold, add 9 silver, add 6 copper.
Okay. Remove. Wait. Remove 1 gold.
1
Yeah?
gold, add 9 silver.
Sorry.
No, that's okay.
Add 9 silver and. Nope.
Add-
I added an electrum. I don't know what an electrum is.
we're not
Sorry.
using Electrum in this campaign.
Okay, give me 2 seconds. Oh, I can edit it. This is fine. Okay. How much? Silver?
9 silver, 6 copper.
Got Thank you. Good. We're good. And I'm gonna add to my inventory just
You can add 2 rations, yeah.
rations. How do I add it? I'm sorry. I haven't before.
So you go to...
I have 5 and I just add 2.
Yeah, so you just add 2 to the quantity.
Okay. I think that's done. I appreciate it. Thank you.
That's no worries. And then he will look to Kretash as this sort of transaction occurs.
And Kretash is going to be a little confused as to why Seelia is buying seeds. Kretash is going to ask, do you sell bread rolls?
I
I'll take 7.
7, that'll be 2 silver and a copper.
Yep. Done deal.
And he goes into the back and once again comes out with a pack of 7 bread rolls.
Yep. And I'm going to hand 2 of those to Seelia.
Alright. Seelia, you may add 2 more rations.
You.
Kretash, you may add 5.
Celia, yeah, just. Oh, thank you. These look nice. She's a little bit surprised, but like very flattered. And, yeah.
Just double check, you said 2 silver and 1 copper?
2 silver, 1 copper, yeah.
No worries, I got
I
that
had to do the math quickly.
Okay.
Alright. Now that you've all received your food, I will go to Wa. Wa, as you leave the tavern, you see that the quest board next to the door, which was once bare, now has 4 different pieces of paper nailed to it. You see that the town itself is beginning to fill with life. You see a couple people walking down the road towards the docks. You see a couple of kids running around in the street. You don't see anything from the apothecary, but you see the smoke of the smelter on the very far side of town slowly begin to emanate this pillar of smoke.
So I don't see that the apothecary's open.
No.
Anyone nearby me?
No one of note.
Okay, that's fine. Is anyone nearby me?
I mean, there are a few people, like a couple civilians, like guards doing patrol.
I stop one of the guards.
Can I help you?
Yes. Where's the guy from the apothecary?
Probably out getting ingredients. He does so every morning.
Do you know what sort of time roughly he'll be back?
Sometimes he's gone for hours, or sometimes he's gone for a couple of days. It depends what kind of ingredients he's looking for.
Okay.
The best we can do is try him every day and see if he's in. When he is in, he provides potions more powerful than anything I've ever seen. So whatever he's getting, it's clearly valuable.
Okay, thank you very much for your time.
No worries, citizen. And they will continue their walk.
And then I'll just go approach the quest board and just stare at it.
On the quest board, you see the 4 different parchments. Give me one moment. You see, and I will put these in the Discord chat, but I will read them as well. For fuck's sake. There are 4 different pieces on...
oh yeah, I see what you're saying, for fuck's sake too, now I remember.
Yep. There are 4 different pieces. The first one reads, Missing Persons Report. A young boy named Donnie was reported missing this morning after they didn't come home last night after the curfew. The Guidanus Guard are sending word to the city later today to call for an investigator. However, a reward of 50 gold pieces is being offered by the family for anyone who can find their boy or provide evidence of his whereabouts. The family's house is to the east of town, opposite the path leading to the Hunters Guild. Would you like to read the others, or just take that one?
I want to read the others.
Okay, the second one is a very fancy written letter. To whomever this letter has piqued the interest of. Hello, my name is Mannerington. I am the one responsible for the opening of the new museum in town, Trinity Treasury. My goal is to teach the newcomers about the wondrous and glorious history of our fair and noble island. However, in my old age, I no longer have the ability to go gallivanting into the depths of deadly crypts and ruins to find the magical artifacts that reside within. I am missing a piece of my collection. I have been able to locate it, but need assistance in the procurement of my prize. I will pay handsomely to whoever brings it to me. Furthermore, anything you procure during your adventure is not of my concern, so you're welcome to keep whatever else you find. Meet me in the museum up the hill. Signed, distinguishably, Professor Mannerington. The third piece of paper talks about the Great Hunt. The Hunters Guild is holding another of its hunts at noon today. They have seen many forms of strong and able people come from the recent voyage. They are welcoming any who feel that they are strong enough to challenge the natures of the hunt to join them. For any who would take up the challenge, the guild can be found just outside of the town. They shall be waiting. And the fourth one is a typical bounty letter that you're kind of used to at this point. Bandits have been harassing travelers going between Gaidanus and Ocean's Edge. The local guard are offering a bounty reward of 250 gold pieces to anyone who can locate any group of bandits and eliminate them. They will need to bring proof of the job to the head of the guard, Commander Rithik. I will now post that in the Discord for you so that you can read it over at your own
Thank
will.
God. Thank God. I am no thoughts head empty, better perceiving things by reading them.
There we go.
Quest board! This is the thing that you sent for a millisecond earlier by mistake.
Ignore that.
And before we can read it. Yes.
But yeah, those are the 4 pieces of paper you see.
I'm going to grab 2 of them.
Which ones
I'm
do you
going
wanna
to-
take?
I'm gonna grab the missing persons report and the bounty.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna walk
By
back
the way,
in to find the others.
Are people allowed to grab 2 or just 1, or are the rules different here?
Who's gonna stop me?
You don't know. You don't know the rules of the world yet.
We don't know the rules, and neither does he.
I do. I very much do. I wrote them. As you enter
It's okay.
the tavern.
Just a reminder, he wrote the rules, but not the way to the bed.
Continuing on.
Yeah. As you enter, you sort of see everyone. You see Takumi eating his meal. You see Kretash kind of looking at everyone as he hands out some bread rolls, and you see Cassiopeia and Seelia holding a fair amount of rations. You all see Wa return with a couple of pieces of paper, and it is at this point that some of the other people dwelling in the tavern have gotten out of bed and are eating at the tables. No, Wa, you still don't see Redhead.
I wasn't even gonna ask. My mind's on
I
other
thought
things
I
now.
would just put your mind at ease.
My mind may be at ease, but my body isn't.
Okay.
Green meme screen.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right,
Wobble
guys.
Do I see what coming in?
You all see him coming in.
Yeah.
It's quite hard to miss. Most armored guy in the room.
He's that ugly.
That's a good point. Yes, I'm putting my armor back. I put my armor back.
I
didn't
presumed you did, otherwise
Yeah,
you're
I
going to
mean,
be running around with like 13 armor class.
11. So let's
lovely.
not do that. Right. Guys, thinking back to getting the trust of the guard. If we can't see those pesky elves. I say pesky elves. Those ones in particular, the stuck-up ones. You know, not you two. I mean, you're all right, and you're you. I found some things that might be able to help us get in with the guards.
What did you find?
I found a couple of quests on the quest board. Now, one of them was a museum assistance opening. Now, I don't think the guards would look very favourably towards that because we're just going and gathering stuff for some old biddy. However, and then another one was hunting with the Hunters Guild. Again, don't really see much use in that one to help us with that. If they're hunting, they're not exactly, don't want to hunt nature. We need to do something that would benefit the town. So there's a bounty to be able to get bandits. Not only would we get 250 gold for it, but we'd also probably earn favour with the captain of the guard.
I'm down for that.
Sec-
That's something.
Secondly, there's a missing persons report, and Kretash, as someone who's lost your friend, I'm sure you can agree that someone being without someone they care about isn't exactly the nicest thing, so I thought it'd be a nice thing to do if we can assist this family.
Kretash will just give you a cold look.
Are there any other details for these 2 quests you picked up?
Right, one of them was saying a young boy was reported missing in the morning, didn't come home last night. The guards are sending word to the city later today to call investigators. However, there is a reward offered by the family if we can find their son or provide evidence of his whereabouts. We're going to it's heading off towards the east, and it's opposite the path leading to the Hunters Guild. The bounty, we've just got to travel between Guidanus and Ocean's Edge, and then just, I don't know, behead a couple of bandits and bring their heads back. Seems simple enough.
I am gonna think on this for a second, as I remember my own past, and I will, after some thinking, I will say to Wash or Temper, I think we should find the child.
We can do both.
I will
If we-
look to everyone else and say,
up-
Can I-
ask, shall we do both?
It's up
Can
to
I
you
just-
guys, because if we can always kill bandits on the way to find the child.
Child.
I agree.
Yeah.
What do you all think?
I think this is fine.
Yeah. Seelia's down with that as well. And can I just be back in like 2 minutes?
Mhm.
Sorry.
Sorry, who's getting the timer? Just start a timer.
Already
Just
got it
back.
going.
Okay.
Awesome.
So it's
always
it's
got
a-
live split open.
What is it? It's a 1d6 for every minute she's late after
Yeah,
that.
No.
pretty much.
That's for
Yeah.
me to roll. Thank you, good sir.
Hey,
Yeah.
yeah, Zephyr rolls it, but still, it happens. Kretash, what do you think?
Kretash will just nod.
Appreciate it, man. And I know, obviously, I know it's a bit tough for you hearing that, and I do apologise. You kind of just blurred it out. But you know what? Better just rip that band-aid off in it.
So Zephyr, is that going on to
No,
a wire
that's
or
something
me?
for me. No, that's something for me.
Okay.
I take it we're done eating by now, whoever was
Yeah,
eating.
yeah. You would have been discussing as you eat.
Alright.
Rolling 18 and a D100. Jeez.
Oh, yeah, Zephyr, did
The
you see
18's
my
old. The
DM?
D100 is new.
Is that instead of percentile dice?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm just, I'm just doing some stuff. Don't mind me. I'm not suspicious.
I'm back.
Don't
You-
be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Who's
Okay.
not suspicious?
Not
You're-
me. Right. What are you guys doing? Yes.
Did you see my DM?
Yeah, I did at the moment. We'll work on that when a good time shows up. At the moment,
Yeah, I'm about to make one.
well, we'll see. We'll see what goes on. But yeah, so to catch her up to speed, he wants to, I believe, start off by going to have a look at this child business and see what's going on with that. I believe
We're gonna go have a look at the missing child. We're not looking at child business. Just want to clear that up for everybody. Don't want anyone to get the wrong idea.
I'd like to say we're gonna look for the missing child, not look at the missing child. We didn't take this
Exactly.
child.
Depends
We're not
if
just
he's
gonna
dead.
stare at it. You creep.
We'll wait for them to go up to 100 gold, then we'll give it back.
Okay.
Alright. Moving on.
Which direction is?
Kretash will
I
recommend
could-
we
so-
go to the child's house.
The house you're looking. Oh, I did not mean to open that folder. That is for later. That is the boss fight.
Spoiler
The
alert.
house you're looking for is this one. I'm pinging it on the map.
We can't see that.
Yep. Okay. So it's on the far east hand side, literally by the path leading to the east.
See it.
Yeah, makes sense to head there.
Okay. Is that where you want to go then, everybody?
Sorry.
I will just
Yeah,
ask.
yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, Kretash. that's
has
that
our
one.
room been locked? Is our room been locked and secure?
I mean, we didn't really leave anything there, I think.
Cassiopeia would have just locked the room on the way out.
Yeah, but we haven't reserved it for the next day, evening.
Cassiopeia did ask to have it
Yeah,
reserved.
Cassiopeia did.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
It's already paid for.
Nice.
Yeah, so
Oh.
reservations are free, but if you don't show up by curfew,
Okay.
then the reservation gets removed and anyone can take the room. But they've made note that you guys will probably want the room the next night. So Cassiopeia, you will keep the key for now.
She'll keep it in a safe spot in her inventory.
Yes. Okay. So, you all, unless there are objections, you all begin heading to the east of town.
That's good. While we're walking, could I
Yes.
keep an eye out for any potential like armor stores, maybe?
There,
Or
so,
that I could use?
I knew you'd ask this, and this is why we have the thing. There is the armory up here, up in the corner, or this building. Where's my ruler? This building over here. You can't see that because I'm on the GM screen. My bad. Yeah, that one there is the general store.
Yeah,
And where
so
are we?
general store and armory.
You guys are. If I do it on the screen, can you see it? If I do it here.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you're sort of
Okay.
walking up this path, and then across here.
Oh, perfect. Okay, can I just stop by on the way?
If you want to stop by on the way, you can stop by on the way.
We'll take the long way round then,
Cre-
okay?
Kretash will too, yeah.
Okay, we're stopping by by what?
Which one are you
General
stopping by?
store and the armory.
Yeah.
stop
I
by
was
both.
going by both. Why not?
Okay. So you start off by going to the general store. I assume you want to go inside the general store.
Yeah.
No, we just want to wait outside and
I just
stare
want
at
to
it for a
admire the
while.
outside, yeah.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
won't,
it
I won't
is
be going
a-
inside, by the way.
it
I will
is
be standing
a-
outside and keeping a lookout on the outside.
Okay. Okay.
I will also be staying outside.
So we're all just staying outside and gonna stare at
I'm
this
going
building
inside.
for a while, and then we're gonna move on.
Cassiopeia, as you enter the building,
Yes.
you see that it is quaint, but it is lit by a goat horn sort of chandelier. You see a single young man standing at what looks like to be the countertop. He has an assortment of different things across his countertop on shelves in some glass cases. And as you enter, he looks you up and down. Hello there. What can I do for you?
Hello. I'm a druid, and I'm looking for anything that might help me in battle. To cut right to the chase.
Looking for anything that could help you in battle. Let me see. I do have. Yeah, that might work. And he sort of goes underneath the countertop and he pulls out this wooden circular shield. It's a little small, but it is got little iron bolts keeping it in shape. And he
Cute.
sort of holds it out to you. How does this look?
I could use that. How much are you selling it for?
I have to compete with the armorer. He is fine, but his wife is the one that deals with prices, and she can be quite... I should not speak ill of a woman, but I trust you catch my meaning.
I don't think I do. I'm not from around these parts. You might have to be more clear.
She can be quite harsh.
Okay.
You see, the husband adopted a young Minotaur after a goblin attack on a caravan. The Minotaur was a slave, child. He took them in. The wife
Okay,
is never
look.
like them.
I'm just interested in the price. I don't need the whole. I don't need it.
Okay.
I'm not too interested about personal. business.
Well, it'll be expensive. I am trying to compete. 15 gold, and it could be yours
For what exactly, or
for a
like,
shield.
sorry,
for
for
a
a
shield.
shield. Okay, wait. This is the general store.
Yes.
The general store has shields.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
There's one
okay.
little one that I'm asking about at the moment. Yeah.
Okay.
15 gold. That is a shame, for I do not have that much currency on me. Is that really the best you can do?
I'm afraid it's the best I can offer, yeah.
Listen, I have 10 gold on me right now. That's as much as I can offer, but I have no more.
Roll persuasion.
Okay. PPP persuasion.
He will
Whenever you...
look at you. If you promise not a word to anyone Yeah. Okay. 10 gold.
Okay,
But you can't tell anyone that I sold that lower price.
of course. Your secret is safe with me. Pleasure doing business with you.
He will hand you the shield.
I will hand over. Hold on. I will hand over 9 gold and 10 silver, which is effectively 10 gold.
Yeah.
Nice.
He will take it and pocket it, and he will nod to you. Have a good day.
Okay.
To you too.
Seelia would like to check if they have any bows and arrows. In the
You
general
don't
store.
see bows, but there are arrows.
Hmm.
Zephyr, what kind of shield am I adding to my inventory?
Just shield. Just shield.
Shield.
You can specify. You can put a customization to say it's wooden, but it's just a shield.
Okay.
Can I
Yes, you do
can I
see
go-
arrows.
Yeah, can I go up and talk to the store clerk and be like, "Hello, do you have any shield? Ghostbody. God, sorry, wrong language, wrong word.
That's fine.
Bows.
That's fine.
Do you have any bows you could
Bows
offer me?
we don't. I know the blacksmith makes some. I know that the Hunters Guild sometimes hand them out for people who are joining them. I have arrows in a quiver, if that will suit your fancy.
Wait, so like arrows are sold here but not bows. Does that mean that the blacksmith doesn't have bows? Doesn't have arrows but has bows?
I get what I can procure from
Ah,
travelers and
yes.
adventurers. They
I
bought my last
understand.
bow a few days ago. I have
Understand.
ordered some more, but they take a while.
okay. Thank you for telling me. I would like to see if there is any. I'm looking at my Hideous Laughter spell and I wanna buy like the material that I'm gonna be needing.
What do you need?
I guess.
What is the
It's-
material?
I mean, it just says M and then tiny tarts and a feather that is waved in the air.
Tiny tarts.
like, I don't know what tiny tarts
So-
mean.
Tiny tarts, that's literally like small, the little, fucking, what are they
I-
called?
I can Google.
Yeah.
Oh, it's food. The
Yeah.
food. Oh my god. Do you have tiny tarts?
I can,
Sir.
I can have a look and see what I can find.
Yes, please.
And he sort of,
And Kretash will just whisper, if he doesn't have any, the tavern should.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Thank you.
he will
Thank
sort
you.
of look through.
I will. Is Cassiopeia still with me?
Yeah, you're all still in the building.
Can I go to Cassiopeia and be I'm gonna have a strange question for you.
Oh no.
Do you happen to have any spare, maybe old feathers that I might use for a spell in the future?
That's kind of a personal question. I do preen myself occasionally. I can save some for you if you'd like.
I would very much so appreciate that. Thank you. Yes. And I'll just leave the general store.
Zephyr, while they're inside, can you get to me whenever's the right time while they're in?
I mean, we can talk about you and Wa now whilst they're... If they're exiting, we can talk about you two right now and what you guys are up to. Whilst they are inside doing their bartering.
Yeah.
Okay,
Alright,
so Wa,
so-
Takumi. What do you two want to do whilst they're doing their business? Do you just wait?
What are you doing, Wa? You can
I was
go
waiting
first.
for you. You made it sound like you had something, so go for it.
Alright, so we're both... Him and I are both standing outside. I guess we're looking out into... Like, looking out the way we
I saw
came,
that.
right? Standing. I
Yeah.
will just... I will just... I'm just gonna say to wash our temper. I'll just have a little walk around while they're inside.
Okay.
And so I'm gonna walk over to the back of this building, looking out to the forest the grass. Is there like any singular object lying around in the distance? Is there just like a stick on the ground, a flower that's on the ground that's not connected
There are flowers
anymore?
by the apothecary, but that's really it. There's leaves
Okay.
on the ground.
So there are leaves on the ground.
Yep.
I would like to try to. Okay, so I'm gonna reach my arm out from where I am.
Yep.
And I will try to channel the energy I felt in me once before. Zephyr, you saw my DM. What I'm
Yeah,
trying
yeah,
to do.
yeah. I know.
So what happens?
Nothing.
Is there a flutter?
Nothing.
Do
Nothing.
I feel anything in
Nothing.
me?
There is nothing. In
Alright,
fact,
I
it is
felt-
odd how empty you feel.
Okay. Alright. Having done that, I will. What time of day is it now, by the way?
It's like just gone past sunrise.
Alright, I'm just gonna take in the wind, the view for a few more seconds, then just walk on back to where Wash or Temper is.
As you walk back, out of the corner of your eye, you see a small flash. And nothing more.
A small flash in the corner of my eye.
A bluish tint of flash.
I'm gonna look towards it. Do I see anything?
You see the apothecary picking flowers.
So the guy, the apothecary.
The apothecary picking his roses.
All right, I'm gonna go to Wash or Temper.
Welcome
Make
back.
it back. Thanks. You said we were out looking for the apothecary as well, right?
Yeah.
I see him. I saw him picking flowers over there. We should be able to catch him right now.
Without further ado, I run.
You turn the corner and
He's gone, isn't he?
no one's there. No one is there.
I'm just gonna shout. Did I get his name before? I can't remember. No, I didn't.
No, you didn't.
Yo,
I
the
don't
guy
think
from
so.
the apothecary, come back!
There's nothing.
He's gonna absolutely cockblock you now, yeah.
I've done this intentionally to piss me off. I know it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, since I'm still in the shop real quick.
I want to stay with Wa for a moment. Wa, what do you do?
Alright.
Oh, I'm just gonna turn around and slowly make my way back. Head slightly sunken with disappointment, feeling that I've been lied to.
As you come around the corner, you see the apothecary sat on the roof.
What the hell? Wait, do I see this as well, or
Yes.
just him?
As you both come back around the corner, the apothecary sat on the roof.
Ah, just the man I'm looking for.
Although, he looks slightly younger.
The hell?
Okay with that. You seem to be the man I'm looking for. Can we have a chat?
Not yet.
What do you mean, not yet?
Can we
It's
what?
not the right time
The right
Ah.
time for what?
to chat.
Why is it not the right time to chat?
I'm far too young.
Where's the
want-
older you?
He'll be back later.
Well, how much later?
I don't know. When she gets taken.
She gets taken. Who's she?
Oh, I said too much. Clicks his fingers and disappears in a flash of blue.
My character here heard all this as well.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna look at Wash or Temper with a very concerned look, like, and then I'm just gonna say, something's going on here.
Well, no shit.
She said something about when she's gone.
Don't you think it's a bit strange, right? We get here, and one of many things have happened. We have a magical room in a bloody tavern We're dealing with goblins and fucking hobgoblins. The moment we disembark off that ship, you group of people who I still don't even bloody well know, and to be perfectly honest, half of you I still don't really know if I want to know. And then there's a man that somehow manages to get younger as time goes on. And then some crazy thing happens with me getting drugged. Cassiopeia wakes up in a frenzied state. And now something's going on with saying when she gets taken. Something here is really trying to blow the fuse of my temper. And I'm not short temper for fucking nothing. Also, she gets taken. I wonder if that's got anything to do with my vision. Let's go back to the others. Sorry.
It's
Right.
at this point that Kretash, we will go to you since you said you want to do something.
Yeah, no, I just want to see if there are any magical items in the general store at all.
No.
Good.
Good.
That makes my life
Do
easy.
you all leave then?
Yeah, I think so.
Are you all done?
Seelia, Cassiopeia,
Yeah.
are you
I think
done?
yeah, she's happy with her shield.
Annoyingly, sorry.
No, I was just gonna say you all. Yeah, go for it. One.
If they're walking out, I would probably see Cassiopeia's shield. And I would comment saying, if you needed a shield, why didn't you just ask for mine?
I didn't know you had a spare.
Oh,
May I have your shield?
but you've already got one now. Give me a
Dude.
couple of minutes, and then I'll walk into the store.
Okay.
You enter the store. You see a young gentleman putting coins into a coin purse of sorts. He looks up at you. Oh, another customer. I wasn't expecting so much activity so early in the morning. How are you, good sir?
I'm doing all right. Now, I am aware that you have recently parted ways with a shield of sorts. Now, I don't know what price you charge for it, and to be perfectly honest, I don't care. But I have this potentially for you. And then I put my shield on the counter.
He sort of looks at it and runs his hand over it. It has seen battle.
It has indeed. It's not just any shield. It has seen war, and it is still sturdy, and it has been well looked after. Finely crafted, one would say.
Why would you part with such a fine gift?
Because I have no need for a shield anymore. It's a memory of my past that I would much rather forget.
I mean, what kind of price are you looking for?
9 gold, ideally. I reckon you could sell that for about 25.
He goes through his coin purse, looks at the shield. Yeah, what with everything going on, no doubt the Hunters Guild will need new equipment. And I could sell that while still having a better price than the blacksmith. 9 gold, here, and he hands it to you.
Perfect. Obviously, I will depart with the shield.
He will take the shield and he will place it to the side for the moment.
Cool.
Is
Thank
there
you very
anything
much.
else?
That's it. Thank you very much, good sir. Have yourself a wonderful day.
And you,
And it-
sir.
And then I'll walk out and approach Cassiopeia. Cassiopeia, how much did you pay for that shield?
I'm not allowed to say.
Okay, well, in which case
10
then,
gold.
10 gold? Okay, well, that's
That's
fine.
Kretash today.
Kretash was in there.
Of course.
He said you weren't allowed to say, not I wasn't allowed to say.
To which I'm
thinking.
going to hand Cassiopeia the 9 gold. Next time, don't spend all of your money on one item. Ask if anyone can help out first.
You should keep this gold for yourself.
No. You will need currency going forwards. Take it, it's fine. You've done me a favour by helping me get rid of something from my past.
Okay, thank you for the 9 gold.
Okay. Do you continue on your journey to the house?
Nope, the journey's over. I don't want to continue anymore.
Okay.
Was there a... What else was there on the street here?
There's a
Sorry.
blacksmith as well, further down the road. You can see the
Yeah, we
smoke.
go to the blacksmith.
You can go to the blacksmith.
I would like to see as well.
I will
Agreed.
say to, I'll just say to Wa, should we mention this now or later?
We don't need to mention it. We'll wait. Not whilst they're busy shopping. Let's get back, wait till the apothecary comes back and see what age he is. We'll go from
Oh.
there.
In my head as we continue.
Okay. So I head into the blacksmith's. What do I see?
Well, you see as you walk up, you see a small minotaur working on the forge.
Oh, it's this guy! Sorry.
Yeah.
You see him pulling at the billows, sorry, as there are several different metals being thrown into the fires and being molded into shape, and at the moment that is all you see.
Hello, sir. I would like to purchase a bow. Are you offering any?
He looks at you, and does anyone speak Sylvan?
I
So-
do.
No.
You do, Cassie.
I do.
You understand, in the Sylvan tongue, I'm not supposed to talk to people.
That's okay, I'm a bird. I reply in Sylvan.
He looks at you. You talk as the grove talks.
Is that a compliment?
It is comforting.
I'm glad I can comfort you in some way. And I'll turn to Seelia at this point and translate, I think. He says he apparently they can't talk to people.
Well, you're not technically a person.
Wow.
No, I'm a bird.
Would he? Could you ask him if he has any bows?
Okay. And I'll turn. Do you have any bows?
Inside. But
Okay.
I am not allowed to handle the coin.
Okay, I understand. I can handle the coin for you.
Not wrong.
They would hurt us both for stealing their coin.
I'm sorry, I'm
She-
misunderstanding. I thought this was a store.
You must wait until she is awake. Only she can handle the coin. It is her
Okay.
rules.
Celia, we have to wait for the coin handler to wake up.
Okay.
Zephyr,
I don't
just a
think
quick
they have-
question.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. This is the same
I think they
place
have
I went to the night before, right?
This is the same place you went to yesterday, yes.
Hmm.
I'm sorry, I am not helpful.
That's okay, no need to apologize.
And he goes back to working the smelter.
At this point, Kretash will sort of ask for information, what he's saying.
Apparently there's a coin handler of some sort that hasn't awoken yet, and only she's allowed to handle coin. And if anybody else does, then we'll both be in trouble. Apparently. For stealing coin, or something along those lines. He's also sorry that he can't be of much more use.
Thank you, Bungle.
I think he's a mighty fine
Oh,
creature, to be honest.
Can we
Ask
still
if he is
him?
being held prisoner here.
Yes. Cassiopeia, can you please ask
Yes.
him if he's held prisoner here?
Of course. And I'll turn it. Are you being held prisoner here?
I was a slave when I was taken from the grove. They saved me from the slavers. The
Oh, okay.
kind man. But the woman does not like our kind bird person.
If you'd like to call me by my name, it's Cassiopeia. It's nice to meet you.
What is it like to have a name?
It's convenient. Especially if there's more than one bird person around.
I have not seen a bird person since I was a child. I miss them. They sang pretty songs and looked funny.
Looked funny. Would you like a name?
I am not allowed a name.
What if I was to give you a nickname?
Is that the same as a name?
Not necessarily, but functionally it might be.
I suppose it would help you remember who I am.
Okay, I will consult with the others first. And Cassiopeia will lay down the line everything that's happened. Apparently he was enslaved in the grove, and then was saved by a kind man, but there's a woman that does not like his kind, and so he's being held here. He also wouldn't mind having a nickname that we can choose for him.
I think Jacob's a quite nice nickname.
Oh, jeez. Alright,
Sorry, I
first of all-
couldn't resist. I couldn't resist. It was too easy.
First of all, I think I need a slight recap because right as Walden started, like when he started responding to my question earlier, that's when someone came up and talked to me. So Walden, what did you answer? When my character asked you earlier, when should we talk about this with them now or later? That you
Later.
said
You
not
know.
now.
I said not now. We'll see what happens.
All right. And then we went to the blacksmith, and
Yeah.
I take it these three went in, and they were talking to a.
I'm assuming we all went in.
Well, you're outside.
Right.
Like, you're outside at the forge.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what were they talking to? Like
A
someone
minotaur.
from the Fae. Okay. All right. Yeah. So what we heard about earlier. All right. I'm caught up now.
No worries.
Thank you.
Alright, well,
I
I'll
mean,
stand up for the
we
next
can-
5 minutes for this segment.
What? What?
Someone
He's got a
must have
stand-up
redeemed-
redemption.
I saw that.
His legs hurt if he sits down too much,
Thank you up.
and he's been sat down for a few hours.
My bum actually hurts when I sit down for too long.
Yeah, I know. Same. In fact, do you know what?
Are we all standing up
I-
now?
I too will stand up for you.
Yeah, I think we all just need to
Denied.
get our asses up at this point.
Yeah.
Right, it's just like
Who's
now.
the
fucking
sit
guys.
squad? Sit squad. Where you at?
I will stretch, but I will not stand up.
We the sit squad.
Yeah. No, that sounds wrong. Oof.
Okay, so you all want to discuss his nickname then, yeah?
Yes.
I mean,
Figured we could pick one together, so that we all remember his name. We need to contact him later for any reason, or refer to him by some sort of name.
I will
Uh,
think on a nickname.
What's he holding at the moment?
He's holding the rope of the forge, really. And sort of a hammer. Like a blacksmith's hammer.
Let's call him Hammer.
no.
MC Hammer.
Minotaur
Easy.
child hammer.
No.
Bungle, no.
I mean, wait. We need a name for him. I'm just. Am I googling names? Maybe.
Clive.
If you want to.
Oh my god. Okay, so he is a minotaur, right?
Mm-hmm.
We could put that. And minotaurs have like flat noses. I don't know. Simon means apparently flat nosed, and I don't know. I just googled what Simon means, and I was hoping for
I'm
something.
so glad we have Google in this town.
Yes, my
Very
art.
efficient here.
The 9th level spell Google.
Yes. I don't know. We could call him. It's actually I don't know. What do we call him? He needs a name.
Thomas.
No.
Oh.
I mean, I vote for. Calcifer. Calcifer means fire. I think it was from and he works with fire. He works with fire, so because he's like he does a lot of like really cool swords and stuff. So we can go with Calcifer.
Calcifer. I think that fits.
She'll turn back. Calcifer.
It is different. I have not heard it before.
That's good. That'll separate you in that case.
Very well, Cassiopeia.
Just nod, I think, at this point, and look to the others. Is there any other information that we want to get out of this Calcifer?
I think it's just time to speak to the blacksmith.
I guess.
She'll turn back. Thank you for your help and service.
He will sort of bow his horns down so that they both touch each of your shoulders, and then go back to work.
Did I just get knighted? Oh my god.
All of us got knighted by
Just
the Minotaur?
Cassiopeia.
Oh yeah, just Cassiopeia.
What would you like to do now?
I'm good.
I
I'm
mean-
looking for anything.
Waiting for wait, was the blacksmith there or like?
No, they're not.
Do we go inside? It's not open even.
There's
like-
no sign of the door being open. There's no sign of the blacksmiths. Just Calcifer.
Can I? Yeah, she's not awake. Well, I don't know.
Whilst they're debating, I'm just gonna go knock on the door. Not a proper.
We didn't hear that.
Oh,
But
did
yeah,
you know what? Hang on, hang on.
I can imagine.
Well then, allow me.
Yeah, just like that.
Good enough.
Sir.
You hear a few footsteps, and then this familiar woman, with slight bed hair, sort of looks at you. Yeah?
Good day. Thank you for opening the door for us. I do apologise for abruptly waking you up, but these wonderful friends of mine, they do need some assistance. I don't suppose you and your fine gentleman would be able to assist us.
Look, we don't sell until the afternoon. We got plenty of work to do to get things ready for the army.
I'm aware of this, but this lovely young lady here, she just needs a bow. Before we head out, we're going to try to find a missing child here. We could really use the help.
God, why bother finding one of them kids? They're all noisy and snot-nosed. Fine, let me
agree,
see
but-
what I've got in the back, and she'll close the door. It was on like one of those latch locks, so she would just close it.
Appreciate it. I'll turn to Seelia. Seelia, come here. We'll get you your bow.
Yeah.
Sometimes the
While-
firm touch does work.
That's like Celia just feels like a child whose like parent has just like gotten them into a recital or something, just like kind of on the low key. I don't
Yeah,
know.
and then afterwards you're gonna like go, I actually really enjoyed this.
While this is happening, are we is this in outer forge? Are we inside a building with one in it?
Outside.
It's an
Where-
outer forge.
We're outside.
Okay. I would like to look
Thank you, Bungle.
back. I would like to look back the way we came from, like out towards the. I want to look at the tavern-ish area.
You
wanna
can't
keep an
see the
eye out.
tavern from where you are. There's far too many buildings in the way.
All right. Well, can I just look at like back towards the buildings behind us?
You can look down the path you came from, yeah.
All right. Pretty much, I just want to keep an eye out for more of those blue flashes.
Roll me perception.
Oh, come on.
No, you don't see anything.
All right.
I
I will then turn back and approach just pretty much just get near Wa and Seelia.
The door opens and the woman is holding a short bow.
Milady?
What's the fuck? Sorry. What's the...
Milady. It's a term of endearment. If you don't like it, sorry. Would you like to speak to the woman about your bow now?
What's the difference between a short bow and a long bow? Sorry.
Strength, range.
One's shorter, one's longer.
One has
Strength.
more range, more
One
damage.
takes more
has
training than the
less-
other.
Which takes more training than the
A
other?
longbow. It's harder.
Okay, so she's having a short bow.
That's what I've
It's
got
a-
in my hands.
Okay. All right. How much would that one be?
18 gold.
18 gold for a short bow.
And that's cheap.
Is there any way you would go lower than that?
Roll persuasion with disadvantage.
Okay.
Do
It's not
it-
even
does
a
Kretash
long
hear this?
bow. Let him not hear this for now.
What's your what,
Wait,
Kretash?
wait.
Kretash, what is your passive perception?
1,
My passive perception
2.
is 13.
Yeah, you
Oh.
hear it.
My
oh, you
first was
lost-
27.
Gotta take the 14. 17 gold.
I'm gonna walk up and be like, really? Cause your marketplace just up there could sell us one for I reckon he said 9 when he gets the stock in. Are you sure you
When he
can't do
gets the-
better?
When he gets the stock in. Yeah. When was the last time we got stock in this town? What with the goblin attacks? We're the best place you can go for weapons. And we give them to you
Really?
cheap.
Really? Are you sure about that? Cause this looks like highway robbery to me.
And you look like a criminal to me.
Maybe.
What's with the mask?
Pull it off and find out.
She reaches forward. And she will...
But before this happens, I intervene. I step in the middle. I step in front and go, "Madam, I do apologise about my comrade here, but after yesterday's fantastic dealings with you and your fine family, I don't suppose there's any way we could come to some form of arrangement. We are doing this for the good of the town as well, and you'll find that if we manage to help out the town, trade routes will open up a lot more. Yes, you'll have competition, but you will have more customers coming along. So think of it as not a loss in profits now, but an investment in profits for the future."
16 gold, take it or
Well.
leave it.
Well done, Wa.
Will you do 15, a flat 15, and we'll call it a day?
15 and 5 silver.
Can I roll persuasion for this?
With
I think-
disadvantage.
Wait, Celia, how much gold do you have?
Shit, okay, I didn't
I
persuade.
I can I can buy this. Okay, I will.
15 and
I don't
5
know how
silver. Take
currency
it or leave it.
works. Do you have arrows with it?
Arrows
I have
come
them in for
separate.
it. How much per arrow?
2 gold per 20.
That's fine. You guys sort out the bow. I'll buy you a set of arrows.
I will
Alright.
just say I'll just lean in and just like whisper to both well pretty much to the party members that can hear me. I'll just say, if you want arrows, I can just split some of mine with you.
Okay. Well, I think wait, just give me 2 seconds. I'm trying to figure out like if I mean, she is obviously a bit bitchier than her husband. Sorry. Okay. Well, I will take it. 15 gold and how much silver?
5.
5.
Okay. 15 gold. I almost know how this works. 15 gold and 5 silver. Remove. Okay. And I will add a short bow.
Yep. And I will
Yay.
purchase the 20 arrows.
Thank you.
I need you being able to attack the next time we get in a scrap. As much as I like your singing, I need you to be a bit more useful for me.
She will
Okay.
disappear for a moment and then return with some arrows, like sort of tied in a bit of string.
Oh. And do I add it as an equipment?
Yeah, add it to your equipment.
I added the short, like the arrows themselves, like how.
Yeah,
Wait. Arrow.
20. You want? They should come in packs of 20.
Is it just the normal ones?
Yeah,
Like
regular
yeah,
arrows.
arrows and munitions. Adds. I think it added as many. It added one. Okay, I think I can add more. Thank you. Oh no, it did. It did 20. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Not a
When
problem
that
at all.
when that transaction's done, Kretash is gonna pull Wa to the side.
Oh, is anyone else getting anything from the blacksmith, by the way?
This
No.
is just once everything's done.
In which case, I'll bow to the lady. I'll say, thank you very much, my dear, for your time. Appreciate you doing this for us. We're going to try and do our best for the town. And if we come across any good things along the way, I'll make sure we hit you guys up first, and we'll be able to sell you some of those stuff for a nice deal.
She shuts the door in your face.
So,
I expected nothing
like,
less.
Mid-sentence. Just fucking
who
door
paid
slam.
what? Who paid what and how much? Like, who paid how much?
I pay 15 gold and 5 silver, and
I paid 2 gold.
yeah, for arrows.
Alright, I will just walk over to Seelia. Here, you should probably take this for now. I will hand over to Seelia 3 gold.
So
You
I've got
don't-
flair.
That's thank you. You don't have to, but I appreciate it. Okay, I will learn to accept things. Celia, yeah, adds to inventory. 3.
Okay.
Yes, Kretash, how can I help?
Yeah, Kretash is just gonna pull Wa aside and go, You should have let her take off my mask. And he's just gonna give like a little wink and walk off.
I'm going to mumble to myself, and that's exactly why I didn't.
Alright. Do you continue to the house?
Well, I'm happy to, if everyone else is.
Oh,
Continue.
I have a bow and I have arrows and I'm ready to slap stuff.
You shoot arrows, you don't slap them. Please make sure you get that right in combat.
We'll see.
You
Do you want to throw
Hey.
hands? Do you want to throw hands right here, right
You
now?
can stab things with arrows. I do it, improvised weapon.
I want to see an enemy get slapped with an arrow now.
I can get that
If
arranged.
it hits him in
Okay.
the face.
Yeah.
You come to this house, and there is no light in the windows. No sign of candle. No sign of anything, really. And as you get close to the door, you can hear the sound of a woman crying.
Of a woman crying?
Yes.
That did not come through.
I know, I was hoping Malachi would do his thing. When I
sorry.
did this, I was expecting. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sorry. You.
I
Wait,
love the angry face that Ryan gives
It
him.
takes
Oh my
a
God.
full minute for the door to open, and you see this middle-aged woman with her hair dirty blonde, tied in a bun, eyes like swollen and puffy and red from the tears. Yes.
Well, madam, I will get straight down to the point. We have seen the notice on the board in regards to the missing young gentleman from your property, and we would like to assist in any way we can. Is there any way, apologies for just rushing straight into it, but time is of the essence, as with anyone that's missing, because after 48 hours, it gets even more difficult to find somebody. So, I would like to know where you last saw them, and if there's any regular hangouts they go to outside of the city walls.
They. I'm sorry. It's difficult. They tend to play on the path not too far from the Hunters Guild, near the farms. They used to play there with their dog all the time before the dog passed away, and Now they sort of go there to remember.
And is that where you last saw them head out yesterday?
That's where they said they were going. Going to the special spot.
Going to their special spot. And it is, apologies, I know this is a very rough time for you. And as I say, this is why time is of the essence. Now, would you say they're more closer to the farms or to the Hunters Guild itself?
Just that entire stretch of path, really. They'd run up and down it through the summer mornings.
And again, I know this is really difficult for you, but I don't suppose you know of any ill happenings that have happened, not with in regards to your child, but along that path. Have there been any issues in the past, say with goblins or bandits?
Goblins, wolf attacks. The
Wolf
cult,
attacks, you say?
all kinds of creeps. But it's normally safe. The farmers watch over him. It's been difficult. But never mind. Sorry, it's hard.
Not a problem at all. Thank you so much for your time, madam. And as I say, we will do our best to at least give you some form of closure and hopefully return your child to you.
She smiles weakly and closes the door.
I bow as the door's being closed.
Floor is open.
Knocking on a door really loudly helps. What do you
Looks
guys
like
call
we've
that?
found our lead.
Mhm.
She was hiding something.
What do you think she could have been hiding?
Something happened. But impossible to say what at this point.
I think she would have been too distressed to tell us the truth one way or the other, so it was better to just drop that line of questioning.
Very much so. Well, best bet for now is that stretch of road.
Shall we be off then? Or is there anything else?
I think we can be off. I'm very equipped.
Okay. If no one objects, the party will start travelling down the road, and as you go down the eastern path, you will pass a large building with goat and sort of bear skeletal skeletons and skulls sort of decorating it politely, and you presume that to be the Hunters Guild. As you walk down the path, I will offer it. Do people want to call it here, or do people want to continue going a little bit more? I will leave it up to you guys.
I believe we should ask the Australians.
Yes. How are you doing, Australians?
How you doing,
I'm
Barry?
feeling it a little bit.
If you're feeling it, we can.
Feeling it? Yeah.
If you want to call it here, BarinAde, we can do.
It's probably the best place to call it as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if you don't mind, I think that would
Yeah,
work.
it's always it's.
I don't want to
it's
take it away from others if everyone's
no,
No,
BarinAde.
no.
If you want to call it, we do this as a group.
Baronade, you've been
Yeah.
up for 8 hours doing stream-related things, not including the time you spent at work earlier. So, and I knew you were at work because you sent me a wonderful selfie.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Um,
Snapchat. By the way,
yeah.
add me if you like. It's Thomas_Horek.
That's fucking sellout. And yeah, no. So you've definitely had a night of it. And Malachi, again, I know obviously you've gamed, worked, and then streamed, and now you're here as well. So
I was gonna say I've been awake for about 22.5 hours, so better to
Sir,
be asleep where I need to be right
Malachi.
now.
No.
yeah,
Yeah.
Sir.
Yes.
I think going here would be a nice decision.
All right.
It's
well,
probably a smart decision.
so when you do your outro for the D&D, I will then do the outro of the Love for Everybody.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Well, I hope you have enjoyed. It's a much more of a chill session than last time.
It was good.
Yes.
Like, but these nice sort of town sessions are nice, and
Good roleplay.
you have your goal now, and I've left a few plot hooks in there as well to keep you guys going.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Oh boy.
one that Barinade, how was your moment?
It was sweaty.
It was difficult, yeah.
You did you. Oh my god, though, the way you described that.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of glad that Kretash has that 4-hour sleep time as well,
Yeah.
because that definitely allowed at least some of us to grab onto the fact that something's happened.
Yeah.
You can miss the one. Yeah. But yeah, I hope Barinade that was good for you, and I hope that
it was
that
really
has set up your story as well and given you a goal now, and I've no doubt that you will be reminded of that in times to come, and others will suffer just as much.
I'm excited for the suffering.
Delightful.
Thank you, Bungle. I didn't feel comfortable doing myself.
What? Don't have humility now. After fucking trying to get with this barmaid for an hour.
I'm still mad that he didn't let her take it from us, though. Still mad about that.
And I'm glad that this fun little, what I thought was to be like a 10-minute cool magical bedroom, ended up being the subplot of the episode.
It was a lovely subplot. I
The
love
amount of
it.
times I've spent
good.
trying to push that forwards as well, just like, okay, come on, let's go to bed, or let's go to these shops quickly so we can move on, because I knew we were behind where we wanted to be. So I was like, come on, guys, right, I'm gonna go this. Right, there's no breakfast, we're just fucking going, alright?
Well, my
It was like an hour and
plan,
a half long derailment.
my plan was like, so you guys were gonna be asleep within the hour, like the first hour. Then Barinade was gonna have his nightmare, and then maybe like an hour getting around town, and then we were gonna have like a couple little fights at the end. But apparently not.
Nah.
But it means
That's-
we've got some big fights
Yeah.
next session if you guys don't spend 2 hours picking daisies.
He's looking at you, Shadow.
Or trying to hit.
That
Dang
sounds like
thing.
a fun session. Let's pick some daisies for
But,
2 hours.
I mean,
down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, yeah. Let's just all agree as a party to do that before we look at this kid
I
now.
don't know
I
what
mean, quite
I'd do
honestly,
there. No idea.
I like, as much as I joke about it, it's fine because the more you guys sort of derail shit, it means we're probably gonna get an extra episode out of this. So you guys are just prolonging the series.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Um,
we
Great,
did
so-
we did some bonding. Definitely was
I
good.
think there's
Oh, for
definitely
sure.
more of a party feel from you guys.
Well,
Yeah.
I think like, well, you've still got.
I don't see them as party members. I think War Short Temper sees them as accomplices for the most part. But that's why he was that's why he's happy to part with gold and give gold and sell his own appliances to give
I
it to
think-
other people. I
think
think it's seeing them as a
personalities
means to
are
an end.
starting to truly emerge at this point.
Yeah, we're getting a decent amount of one-on-one time with different character combos as well, which is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would definitely like to say as well, I feel like that's the whole thing. I will never admit, obviously we're talking out of character here now, everybody. My character will never admit that they are happy hanging around with Seelia, just because of their attitude in the last episode. That like, while we'll
Yeesh.
hold a grudge about that, but at the same time can respect that she's trying. So we'll still help out. That's the whole thing. Kretash loves Cassiopeia, is like, I got drunk! They helped me, man. They helped me. And obviously, as far as I'm concerned, Takumi is, a fellow fighter. So
Wait. So did you say he loves Kretash?
he thinks Kretash is amazing.
Oh my god. I wasn't expecting that. I thought I was expecting annoying prick at this point.
3
No.
sessions in, and we
Come on.
already have our first party romance, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
We're gonna find Calcifer and arrange
We
a bit
finally got Walden to be gay. We finally got it.
I've been trying for so fucking long.
This is where you find out War Short Temper's real secret. War Short Temper isn't a bloke. It's like a
Yeah.
Mulan situation.
I mean, that'd be a great plot twist. But yeah, so in the next episode, we can hopefully expect to see. You've taken a couple of quests, a couple different types of combat as well.
Oh my god.
And time is slowly moving forward, and for the audience, mystery is afoot. with the 3 different factions that we have met thus far. But I won't say too much whilst these guys are in the call. I don't want to spoil too much. But thank you as always to everyone who's joined. It's been lovely, and assuming plans don't change and things don't take a turn for the worse, we shall see you all on the 30th of October for episode 4.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fucking ominous. That was
Speaking
fucking
of-
ominous.
The 30th as well.
Yes.
So,
Spooky fights.
yeah. So
No banshees.
first of all, in mine and Zephyr's chat, we've shouted out everyone that streams in our chats. So please make sure you go check out everybody. They're amazing people. Zephyr obviously is the person that has brought this campaign to life because I took way too long doing mine. So he's got his arranged and sorted, which is great. Yes, Bungle, I'm about to speak about that. And yes, also check out Shadow's YouTube channel. If you can copy the link to that and pop it in my chat,
Yep,
I'd
sure will
appreciate it.
do.
So yeah, DelphiniumRai, absolutely amazing person. If you like art and Genshin Impact, please make sure you go check her out. If you like games like Super Mario 64 speedrunning and My Little Pony, TheBarinade is the person for you. If you like a variety of games, a lot of swearing, and sometimes some kinky bondage, Malachi Gaming is the person for you. And if again you like a variety of games, CJ Zephyr, if you're in my chat, if you're in Zephyr's chat, you already know who he is.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing, wholesome person. And he's yet to reveal his face.
Yep, you still got to get that 15 million. But, speaking of, me and Mr. Malachi, we're sort of discussing doing our Hades race, and hopefully, should this medication be going and go to plan, hopefully by the half-term week, the last week of October, hopefully regular streams can continue, and we will be doing the Resident Evil. That was voted on. That will be held accountable. I will find out when we're doing that. That will probably be on variety days. But when November hits, we've got Mass Effect coming, so I'm excited for that.
On Monday, in regards to Malachi and I will be doing a way out on Monday. That's
Actually,
this Monday.
before that, tomorrow.
Oh,
no,
we've got Barinades. Then we've got Barinades Among Us session tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wonderful. So
I'm
we've got
gonna
Among Us
try and
and
make it.
Jackbox.
I will let you
And
know,
then
Barinade,
Jackbox,
on that.
Yeah,
And then we can do Jackbox Malachi. Yeah,
pretty well.
yeah, if we time it right.
Yeah,
'Cause-
Barinade.
yeah. All right, so yeah.
Barinade,
Yeah, 'cause I
I'll message
completely
you on
forgot that's a double
Probably.
booking now.
Well, yeah, we can organize that to flow through.
Yeah, and the 30th, if anyone's interested, we're going to do a Halo in the Discord, in the 3-way Discord as it now is. It's now myself, Zephyr, and Malachi's joint Discord.
Jesus Christ.
We still need to put Malachi's section in, but it is his now as well. He's now a big part of it. There will be a karaoke session following the Dungeons and Dragons stream in the Discord, so please make sure you come along and join in. We're going to have some fun with D&D, and then we're going to do some spooky singing, and I may be opening with Sweet Transvestite from the Rocky Horror Picture Show, and I'm maybe trying to dress up for it as well. No promises, no guarantees. We're going to see what happens. I need to speak
Honestly,
to certain people about that.
Depending on when I
Crazy what happened.
depending on when I get paid, I might buy a Halloween costume. If I get paid,
They do a giant cat head in Morrison's for £12.
well, no, I
Relative.
know what I would dress up as. It just depends on whether I get paid this Friday. So if I get paid this Friday, because the way my payment works is I get paid on the last working day. However, it can be sometimes a bit shaky if there is like a half-term break at the end of the month. Because like
Zephyr, all I'm gonna say is 4 days.
What is happening in 4 days? What is 4 days?
Something that
I'm
only Zephyr and I know about is
I'm
happening
afraid
4 days.
y'all are gonna die.
That's
And
great.
I'm gonna sit here cackling like an evil villain.
Kretash is the
2.
true villain.
So that's the 20th. What if I'm conveniently not on the internet on the 20th?
Then that would be delayed to the
I mean-
21st.
Oh.
Well, no, I was gonna say 4 days for me is the 21st. So yeah, 20th for you. I mean, no. If you're not on the internet, then that shouldn't be a problem.
Is this the same thing when you told me that I should be scared next week a few days ago?
It's
You
possible. Yeah.
both
Just
told us
gonna
that
roll.
we should all be afraid.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
this
actually,
about
yeah,
their
no,
solo
You know what?
session?
Everyone should be afraid. You know what? Just every single person be afraid, and I'm
I'm
Malachi,
constantly
I am
afraid.
too tired to be
Oh,
afraid.
oh no, I'm ill on all those days, Malachi. Oh no.
Oh no.
well. Then I guess we're not gonna get a reaction, and you're going to be single-handedly responsible for disappointing many of your fans for not getting.
Wouldn't be the
No,
first
I'm
time.
looking forward to it.
That
already.
is, that is entirely
This
your
is
fault,
like
Zephyr.
this
I
is
hope
like
you
my
know that.
second stream of the month, Malachi. Now, like over the last 2 months, I've got like 8 streams. I'm used to disappointing my audience.
Ah, well, no, this one's unacceptable.
What
By
is
the way,
going
we could-
on?
I don't know. A lot of people were being fake disappointed. By the way, we should set up another trouble thing.
First
Oh,
class
first class
trouble.
trouble.
I would
That
love
was
to
really
play
fun.
with that. I would love to play that with all.
I'm more than happy. Yeah,
Honestly,
we can
like,
set that up.
again, in that last week of October is probably best because, like, hopefully by then I'll be feeling better. Before
that's
anyone's concerned, I'm fine. I'm about to take my medication. We're good. We're vibing. You know, there was a bit
Okay.
of coughing, but I've held it together. So, I appreciate you all being here, though.
Thank
As
you
a
for being
quick,
here and hosting.
Yeah, thank you for
Um,
hosting.
thank you
Zephy.
for
We
having
appreciate
us.
it.
Yeah. And I'm gonna find somebody to raid, and I think we're gonna raid someone that TheBarinade raided in the past on my channel anyway, who was a D&D streamer, which was Into the Multiverse.
Yeah.
Because they start, well, they're 4 hours in, but maybe not. Oh, they're 4 hours in. How long do they normally stream for, TheBarinade? Do you know?
About that much time.
Okay, maybe not. We'll find someone else.
I'm to find new people.
But yeah, I don't know if you're carrying on, Zephyr, or
I'm not carrying on, no. I'm trying to find... Because the people I normally raid are doing pretty well right now, so...
I'm now starting to raid new people every time just to kind of.
Yeah, I might actually just look, I might
I've
just
got
look
a,
at the D&D section.
Yeah.
Well, then
sorry.
I've got a streamer playing Rust who's only been on for 48 minutes.
Is this Bill?
No.
Oh, then let's see who they are.
Yeah, I'll send you their name.
Do
Send
in
it my way
chat,
as well.
not Discord.
You could do someone
was that, sorry?
who's-
Do it in my chat, not my Discord.
Love you too.
Just because
Mama.
you guys are still
Oh,
on my
yeah.
camera.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yep.
If you want to see TheBarinade fall asleep again, when I'm on stream with him, it's starting to feel. Oh yeah, no, definitely, they're on my follow list as well.
I mean, you could. Okay.
Yeah,
8:30 a.m.
Double raid? Double raid?
Double raid.
I mean, you could do. I found someone who's streaming D&D whose setup looks nice.
Oh,
Wait,
send it
good.
my way. I'll decide between the two.
Yeah, because like I think it might be good to also like look at other D&D people. Okay, I'm gonna do it in the Twitch Trinity I want because I can't.
By the way,
Oh, wait,
I'm loving
wait,
having
chat.
Walden's stream open all day for the last 2 days. I've
Let's
more than quadrupled my points.
I know it's because I did 2 long streams yesterday and today,
Mm,
and also the
yeah.
day before as well. So,
Mhm.
yeah. So if anyone's
I've
not
been
aware, 8
racking 'em up.
hours is going to probably be the average stream time going forward for a
Holy
while
moly.
Okay.
until I get
Wonderful.
sub
How many days
hour
is
on
there?
Mario.
Mm-hmm.
I do 5 days minimum, sometimes 6.
Okay, you'll get it. You'll get
Yeah.
it. You'll get there.
I don't know. I
Follow
just
him
like
for the
their setup.
grind.
You could raid whoever.
I think I've
just-
all read these people.
Yeah, they look like this show as a mimic is such a great name.
Mm.
I love
Can-
it.
Zeph, can you just
Oh.
pop the name?
Yep,
They're on
sure.
my follow.
I'll
Says you now, like-
yeah, I'll pop it. It's just look at how cool it looks. Oh my god, like the name. And the
Oh wow,
merch.
Zeph, that's a really nice bit badge.
Yeah, it did.
Actually, I know this show is a mimic from Ben Does D&D's TikToks.
Oh really?
Oh, I
Yeah,
have seen a
yeah,
couple of these before. Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
I think we
Yeah,
got our
this-
target. I
this
think
is
we got
really
our
good.
target.
Yeah, I'm just
later.
gonna put a message just saying, did someone say hi?
Mhm.
I've got 17-second advertisements, so I have to wait for that.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. So I will say my goodbyes. So I'll mute up. Whilst I'm
Yep,
doing
I will
that,
do the same.
and
And
then I'll come back to call when we're done.
yeah, honestly, I'll probably move over to the pancake hideout.
Yeah, actually, yeah, if anyone wants to
Yeah.
chat, jump into the pancake hangout, and
Sounds good.
we'll go from there.
All right, cool.
Okay.
I'm
Thank
gonna go.
Everyone stay for the raid.
Yes,
Let's
stay
show
for the raid.
support and,
Yep.
and
Raid,
meet
raid,
new
raid, raid.
people.
Thank you everybody for
Bye.
joining. We'll see you in a couple of weeks. Stay safe, much love, and all that jazz.
And all
Bye-bye.
that jazz. Bye
Thank
bye.
you.
Bye. Okay.
Thank you everyone for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure having all of you, and we will see you in a couple of weeks for the next installment of Trinity. I've been CJ Teffer. You've been wonderful. Stay safe. Much love. All that jazz.
Which is a spell. If you want, I can pull up Crusader's Mantle